The 2025 NBA playoffs is here for the Miami Heat. The 10 seed out of the Eastern Conference went on the road to beat the Chicago Bulls on Wednesday, and then on the road to beat the Atlanta Hawks in overtime behind heroics from Tyler Herro and Davion Mitchell to earn the 8th seed in the Eastern Conference playoffs, setting up a date with the Cleveland Cavaliers, the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, a team that went 64-18 in the regular season, the number 1 offensive team in the NBA in points per game, the number 2 offensive rating, the number 2 shooting team from beyond the arc and the field. The Heat will have their hands cut out for them, but they will try to go on the road and spoil a special season in Cleveland starting tonight, Game 1 of Heat Cavs Eastern Conference Playoffs. This is the Heat Report by Chat Sports. I am Nic Rohloff. It should be a fascinating series. The Heat are 12.5-point underdogs tonight on the road in Game 1. That is telling you a lot about what Vegas thinks of this matchup. Now, I have seen on social media a lot of optimism from Heat fans and a lot of, honestly, support from normal NBA media about the Heat giving the Cavs issues. We will go through a full keys to victory, as well as look at the season series and preview this game in our 30-minute build-up before we are live here for the actual game, tipping off at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Central Time. Shout out your city for me down in the comment section. Where are the real ones watching from? Tyler Herro looking to lead Miami to a playoff win tonight on the road. He averaged 34 points in the first 2 games of the play-in in elimination games for Miami. Will he be able to lead them tonight to a victory against Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, and the Cleveland Cavaliers? We'll give some shout-outs here as we have 124 people piling in here on a Sunday afternoon. Happy Easter to all, by the way. Sulan is in Toronto. Simply is in NOLA. Chase is in Fort Lauderdale. Scott is in England. Chez is in Spanish Fork, Utah. George is in Virginia. Hot Dog is in Lockport. Vidbully's in Costa Rica. Nick's Galaxy is in New Jersey. Robin's in Atlanta. Christopher and Tyson are in Miami. Clouder is in Vancouver. Hoopin' rocking with Miami. Tim is in Ohio with Ty, man, the Buckeye. Arnav is in Fresno. Nicholas is in Breckenridge, Colorado. Tampa for Kelsey. My guy Wasim Khan is in Irvine, California. Nick's Galaxy rocking with the Heat today. I'll take all the support I can get over here. Appreciate you, Nick's Galaxy. Gary Cooper in Miami. Tenet Star Comedian is in Australia. We are officially worldwide here for the Heat Report. We know we got people in England. We got people that are in Australia, Costa Rica, America. We got everyone here. I love it. Kyle is in Freeport. Quentin says, what's up? We got DJ in London. Miami, Florida for Gabriel. Tim Hardy. We are worldwide. Same starting lineup that we've seen over the past week and a half for Miami, really over the last 2.5 weeks. Tyler Herro, Alec Burks, Andrew Wiggins, Bam Adebayo, and Kel'el Ware. What is this? I don't know on the TNT broadcast. I don't know who's bringing a suitcase here. What's going on here? I don't know what she's doing, but I don't know. I'm curious to see what the suitcase is all about. What do you think? Did they say? No. I don't know. I think for the Cavs, the starting lineup will be Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Max Strus, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen. Oh, it's an award. I forgot that they announce awards throughout the playoffs. They stagger them out, which is always odd. I don't get it. Which award do you think this is? Do we think this is Sixth Man of the Year? Do we think this is... Oh, I think I heard it's Most Improved. I think I heard it's Most Improved. Shout out to the 158 people watching. Oh, these are the finalists. Finalists for Most Improved. I'm on the edge of my seat here. Come on, Shaq. Cade Cunningham. Dyson Daniels. I kind of like him being there. He improved. Who's the third one? Ivica Zubac. All right, that's a good 3. Tyler Herro I would argue that he should be in the most improved list, but and that's neither here nor there. Before we get into our pregame portion here even more, I do got to tell you guys about the sponsor and official ticketing partner of the Heat Report. That is Game Time. If you want to go see the Heat play in this playoff series, Game 3 and 4, Saturday and next Monday will be in Miami. Go take advantage of the lowest price guarantee that Game Time is offering you. Killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their lowest price guarantee. Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying NBA playoff tickets. They have last-minute deals. Save up to 60% off buying last-minute tickets for sports, concerts, comedy shows, theater events, and more. They have all-in pricing, which shows you the total price of your ticket up front with no surprise fees at checkout. And you get a full panoramic view from your seat in the app before you buy, so you know exactly where you will be sitting from and your vantage point. No pole, stanchion, or board will be in your way. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. That link is in the live chat and description of today's video. All right, we got 160 people in the building. Who you got? MIA for the Heat, CLE for the Cavs. Who y'all got, man? Who y'all got? Who you think taking this one down? Who you think taking this one down? Who y'all got, man? I see Cleveland from Thailand. Patchy says Cleveland. Tyson says Miami. I'm not asking the series. I'm just asking today. Who wins today? Miami from Joey. Thaddeus says Miami plus 12, so he's taking the point spread. Joshua says Heat plus 15.5 is the only thing I feel good about today. It is a big spread. It is a big spread. There's no doubt about that. But Chase is rocking with Miami. Gary Cooper, Miami. I'll tell you what, 79% of the Heat fans in the live chat that voted in our live poll are rocking with Miami. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. Oh! Guess who's back? Back again. The GOAT is back doing GOAT things. Starting us off right. What a guy. Jesus. Batista. LFG. 49-16 record. Let's get to 50 dubs and steal game 1. I love the energy that Jesus Batista is bringing to the stream early in this one with 30 minutes to go. Batista has led us in our first 2 elimination games this year. He came in, dropped a hammer in game 1 against the Bulls. We hammered Chicago. Then he came back in game 2 on Friday night and absolutely dominated. Oh, you even brought me with a full. Oh, what a guy you are. What a guy Smitty is. Thank you, sir. And then you saw us take advantage on the road against the Atlanta Hawks. Batista coming in the pregame portion, dropping a 50 bomb. Gets us hopefully in the right headspace and vibe to get a game 1 victory, which I will argue could be the most important game of the series. I will talk more about that in just a second. Batista, you are the man. You are the GOAT. Appreciate you. And that is a perfect time to showcase our Super Chat menu here, as we are about 30 minutes away from tip-off. We have the same menu, but we're switching something up here. I wanted to make it more fun for the Heat fans here, potentially. $50 a beer bong, so I'm taking down a beer bong for Batista here in the pregame portion. $20, as always, will get you into the Heat Report Hall of Fame. Limited space here. If we have to, we will go to the orange leather. And then you see it. $10 is a raffle ticket. $10 is a raffle ticket. Now, we'll show what the raffle item here is in a second, but I do want to make people know we have a Venmo special today. Any Venmo is double your raffle ticket. So if you send in a $10 Venmo, that is 2 raffle tickets. You send in $20, that is now 4 raffle tickets rather than what it would just be 2 on YouTube. So there's a fun little added incentives to Venmo. My Venmo is Nic Rohloff. That is at the bottom of your screen alongside the raffle item. I thought this was a cool one. A little framed D-Wade photo that has his laser engraved autograph with a little token up there as well. We are going to keep track of the raffles throughout the entire series, every stream we do. And I'll tell you what, whoever has the raffle winnings will ship that out to you. It will be very, very fun, and it could be an addition to your man cave. It could go on your nightstand if you love D-Wade that much, how I do. You can frame it up. You can put it in your home office. It don't matter to me. All I know is that this would be a great addition to any Heat fan's home, apartment, whatever you want to say. So this is our series raffle, and I am going to write down Heat Cavs series raffle. Batista sent in a 50, which is 2, 3, 4, 5 raffle tickets to get us going. Remember, Venmo, Nic Rohloff, that will get you double your raffle tickets if you so choose to. But we also got a $5 super chat from Lord Buddy Bear. Rolly, if you Google the city and state where the first ever lighted up high school football game was held, that's where I am watching from. Happy Easter. Well, happy Easter to you, LBB. Appreciate you coming and hanging out with us as you always do. So let's look it up. Why not? First ever lighted up high school football game. It is in... You're in Mansfield, Pennsylvania right now, Lover, Buddy Bear. I thought you were in the Mountain Time. I just looked up first ever lighted up high school football game. It says September 28th, 1892 in Mansfield, Pennsylvania. Oh! And Wyoming Seminary. But it was in Pennsylvania. So now I'm confused. I don't know. Maybe I'm just dumb. I know he's from Wyoming. That was college? Okay. I gotcha. All right. Appreciate you as always, Lord Buddy Bear. $2 super chat from SF Nate as well with a question. Do y'all think Wiggins is going to perform this series? Oh, is he going to have to? I thought Wiggins played really well in the 2 play-in games against the Hawks and Bulls. He put up 20 points on Wednesday against Chicago. He also played elite defense on Kobe White, forcing the lead guard for Chicago to shoot 5 of 20 from the field. And despite him not having the best offensive game on Friday against the Hawks, he played excellent defense on Trae Young at times, on Dyson Daniels, on Zachary Sachet. Yeah, did he give up the bucket to Trae Young as the regular season expired or regulation expired to ultimately force the game to OT? Yes, but I thought he played really well defensively in the 2 play-in games, and we are going to need him more on the defensive end again here. I imagine with the starting lineups that Miami is throwing out there of Burks, Wiggins, Herro, Bam, and Ware, I imagine Ware will guard Jarrett Allen, Bam will be on Mobley, Wiggins will be on Donovan Mitchell, Herro on Garland, and then Burks on Strus, or maybe they put Burks on Garland and Herro on Strus. Either way, Wiggins is going to guard one of the 2 guards for the Cavs in the backcourt, which is why we're going to need him to play as good as he possibly could on the defensive end of the floor. We got 200 people watching here with still 20 minutes and change to go until tip-off. If you're ready for the game, if you can't wait, hit that thumbs up icon. Like the video right now. Let's get the triple-digit likes. And while we get the triple-digit likes, I'm going to get the Murbanga down. I don't know what Smitty filled it up with. I asked him because I forgot to bring it in. I said, can you bring me a Murbanga? I have, and I already cracked open a Pineapple Happy Dad ready to go. But I think he put in, that smells like a Happy Mom. That's a Raspberry Happy Dad. which is actually my favorite flavor, fun fact. It's not bad. I like the raspberry flavor. That's what it smells like, so that's what I think it's going to be here. But, all right, we're going to take this down. Continue to hit that thumbs up icon if you're ready for the game. We're at 49 likes. Heat fans, and I mean seriously, it's NBA playoff basketball time, and we are not at triple-digit likes with over 200 people watching. Are you serious right now, folks? Do you want to win or not? Listen, I was very adamant about missing the playoffs to get that lottery pick. But now that we already made the playoffs, now we got to fucking win. So I'll be rooting like hell to win these games. Shout out to Jesus Batista. That's awkward. I just got splashed. I thought I finished. Pause. I did not. And the end of that Happy Dad popped up in my face, and now I've got Happy Dad all in my face. That's a bad look. Tough look for me. Tough look for me. I thought I finished. I didn't feel any liquor in there anymore, but I guess there was. All right. You live and learn, folks. You live and learn. That's how we get today started, baby. That's how we get today started. They announced the finalists for Rookie of the Year. Stephon Castle, Jalen Wells, and the biggest bum of all time, Zachary Sasha. I think Ware deserved to be in the top 3 over Risashe. I had no problem saying that. But Kel'el Ware is expected and anticipated to be on the all-rookie first team, so I'll be excited about that. I think that's all that was actually showing. Yeah, here are the finalists for all the awards. I'll briefly mention this. Clutch Player of the Year, Jokic, Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson. Defensive Player of the Year, Mobley, Draymond Green, Dyson Daniels. Most Improved, Cunningham, Dyson Daniels, Ivica Zubac. MVP, Jokic, Giannis, SGA. We just said Rookie of the Year. Sixth Man of the Year, Malik Beasley, Ty Jerome, Peyton Pritchard. I'm pretty sure Pritchard's got that on lock. And Coach of the Year, Kenny Atkinson, J.B. Bickerstaff, and Ime Udoka. How ridiculous is it? Now, I don't think it's that ridiculous, Justin, but how crazy it is that a team that went 68-14, that head coach is not even a top 3 finalist for Coach of the Year.
It's an agenda-led league.
Like, I get it. Bickerstaff out of nowhere for Detroit leads them to the 6th seed in the playoffs. Udoka out of nowhere, 2 seed for the Rockets. And Atkinson, obviously, first year in Cleveland, 64-18, number 1 team in the East. But how are you not going to have a 68-win team coach not in the top 3?
Because he coaches the Oklahoma City Thunder.
That's just crazy. It's a little wild to me. Starting lineup for Cleveland was just announced, by the way. It is Donovan Mitchell, Garland, Max Strus, Evan Mobley, Jarrett Allen, so no surprise there. All right, let's talk a little bit about this matchup here as we count down until the game gets tipped off. The Heat Cleveland Cavaliers season series is 2-1 in favor of the 1 seed Cleveland. 2 games happened in Miami, 1 of them in Cleveland. The Heat won the first game of the year. It was a Sunday afternoon on December 8th. The Heat won by 9, 122-113. And then in Miami, the Cavs blew the Heat out, 126-106. And then in the last game of the season, a ESPN game on March 5th, the Cavs won in a nail-biter, 112-107. But I said this in our season or series preview that the Heat battled that entire game, held the lead, and then Terry Rozier played CTE basketball in the 4th quarter and ultimately blew that game for us. So you could argue that the Heat could and should have won the regular season series with Cleveland 2-1, which would be quite the storyline, is that maybe the Heat do match up well with the Cavs. We'll ultimately see. But we'll go through some keys to victory for the Heat. I think the number one thing that the Heat have to do is muddy the waters. And what do I mean by muddying the waters? Well, when I think about a pathway for the Heat to win this series and win Game 1 is to bring it down to their level. I mentioned it in the open. The Cavaliers average 121 points per game in the regular season. That's first in the NBA. They shot 50% from the field as a team, second in the NBA. They shot 38.3% from 3, second in the NBA. And they had the second highest offensive rating. So if you are facing arguably the best offensive team in the entire NBA, how do you beat that when your team struggles offensively, specifically in the second half? Well, you have to make the game low scoring. These games, if Miami wants to win them, they have to be played in the mid 90s. They have to be played in the low 100s. With what you saw earlier today between Boston and Orlando, the Celtics won that game by double digits. But what was the final score? Like 107 to like 90 or something like that? That's got to be the type of game that this is. It's physical. It's 49-48 at the half. The Heat's defense has to travel. It has to be the biggest factor here. It's 103-86, so even more low scoring than I thought. So if the Heat want to win this series and win this first game, you have to be elite defensively to force this game to be slow, to be physical, and close late in the fourth quarter to where maybe you can make enough plays late to make the win happen. You also have to create second chance opportunities. Now, the Miami Heat aren't the best at getting second chance opportunities, but if they want to break through, they're going to have to be, because the one little knock in the Cleveland Cavaliers, there's not many statistics they struggle at, but it is actually finishing defensive possessions. They had a 70% defensive rebound rate this season. That was ranked 22nd in the NBA. So that is not a strong point. They do not close out defensive possessions that often. And when you look at their second chance points allowed, they ranked 15th in the NBA. So they're a bottom third defensive rebounding team, and they're an exact 15th, middle of the pack, second chance team allowed. So if you want to take advantage of one of the rare weaknesses this Cavs team had in the regular season, you have to crash the glass. You have to get second chance opportunities, and that will allow you, who as the Heat were a top 15 three-point shooting team this year, to maybe get open looks from beyond the arc. Offensive rebound and kick-out threes. Those are daggers, not at the NBA level, but the college basketball level and every level of basketball. So you have to create second chance opportunities if you are the Miami Heat. We're going to have two more keys to victory coming up in just a second, but what is your biggest key to victory for Miami? Before I reveal my final two, let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. Let me know. It is a whiteout in Cleveland today, I believe. They're giving out shirts. Gary Cooper says rebounding. Gucci says something. Tyson says playing Kel'el Ware in the fourth quarter. I think Kel'el Ware is going to have to play a bigger role in this series than he did in the two play-in games, that's for sure. Win the rebound and turnover battles, low turnover game, just make your shots. If it's that simple, it's that simple. Just make your shots. I mean, you saw it in the NBA yesterday. The Timberwolves went on the road and blew out the Los Angeles Lakers because they couldn't miss a shot. So, hey, Heat come out guns blazing. You never know. Never know. Apachito says, I honestly don't know. Hey, appreciate the honesty. Danny Man is saying rebounds and turnovers. Carter saying Spo's got to out-coach Kenny. I think they will. We got Sparrow Ditas and Candace Parker on the call. I like me some Sparrow Ditas, man. Great play-by-play guy.
I think every TNT booth is A1 in my opinion.
I actually agree. Candace and Sparrow, great. Brian Anderson. Who did Brian Anderson work with this year? Van Gundy?
Because
it's Harlan and Reggie.
Yeah, Van Gundy is with
Brian
the
Anderson.
other guy.
Yeah. TNT basketball is awesome, which is why March Madness is the best, because that's who broadcasts it, CBS and Turner. That's why it's the best, because the announcers are unbelievable. ESPN, I'm sorry. They're terrible across the board.
And this is the last season of Hugh B. Brown, too.
Terrible across the board. Mike Breen's good, but I have been very much adamant about not liking Doris Burke and Richard Jefferson as the color commentators. I am not a fan of I don't hate Ruocco, honestly, but I couldn't take him for 7 games.
I mean, the ESPN broadcast drives me up the wall, no matter what.
ESPN just doesn't have it, man. Sorry, don't have it. All right, we got about, probably, I forget. TNT broadcast, I have no clue when they start. We might be 10 minutes away from tip-off. We might be 15 minutes away. I don't know. But I do like that we're on TNT for Game 1. I will say, looking at the schedule, we are on TNT tonight. We're the NBA TV game on Wednesday, which means we're not going to have a good broadcasting crew. And then we're on NBA and TNT next Saturday. So TNT, at least no ESPN, Justin. That's actually a win.
You're not lying.
It's a big win. It's a big win for us. All right, let's get into a couple keys to victory here to finish it out. I think even though I said you have to muddy the waters and make it low scoring, maybe a slow-paced game, I still think you have to play fast at certain times. And I said this in our series preview on the video I put out Saturday. You have to find the happy medium between controlling the pace, slowing things down, and making this a sluggish, low-scoring game, but also taking advantage of your opportunities out in transition. You force a turnover, go. You get a long rebound, go. Use Davion Mitchell's quickness. Use Tyler Herro's quickness, pushing the pace, getting good looks before the Cavs defense set. Because the Cleveland Cavaliers do have a top-half defense in the NBA. It isn't as highly ranked analytically as it was last season, which, if you remember that Magic Cavs first-round 4-5 series, it was an absolute battle. Every game stayed under 100 points, I think, basically. That Cavs defense isn't as good as it was last year, at least in the regular season, but they made up for it in their offensive capabilities. So you have to find that good spot in the flow of the game to push the pace. Don't let their defense set, but also not play too fast where you let their offense just get up and down, run and gun, where they just blow you out of the building because they're putting up 120 points a game. So you have to play fast. Don't let the defense set, but also know when to play slow as well. And you have to run them off the three-point line. Listen, I said this in our series preview as well. You cannot get cavalanched, I think they call it, which is when it's a close game, it's a battle, and then all of a sudden the Cavs rattle off a 15-0 run because they are so capable of doing that so quickly with their three-point shooting. I mentioned off the top, second best three-point shooting team in the league this year. Donovan Mitchell has actually not had a good of a scoring season as he's used to, but he's been up in his three-point shooting. Garland has. DeAndre Hunter. Mobley has incorporated a three-ball. Max Strus. Ty Jerome off the bench is an absolute difference maker. Sam Merrill. They have shooters. They have depth. You cannot get beat so badly in the three-point line. If they want to paper cut you to death and beat you by hitting mid-range pull-ups, floaters, and contested layups inside, go ahead. But I am not letting them beat you from three because they went 17 of 50. This can't happen. You can't let them do it. So you got to run them off the three-point line if you're asking me. All right, those are my 4 keys to victory. As we're very close to tip-off here, predict the score. What do y'all think the score is going to be? I'll give you my score prediction in just a moment, but let me hear yours. What's your score prediction? Let me know. Get down in the chat. $123-117 Miami, 107-109 Miami, 110-90 Cavs, 110-101 Cavs, 127-118 Cavs, Heat 105-100, 120-118 Heat, 107-100 Heat, 97-95 Heat. That's the type of score I think you're going to need to have to win this game, Gary Cooper. Sulan 129-99 Heat. Diego says, not going to lie, I got good feeling about this. 113-112 Heat. 136-129 Heat. If we score 136 points in an NBA playoff game, I would be, I actually don't even know what to think. It's so unbelievable to me. Dandy Man says 110-98 Heat. 125, 124, 118. I don't want to be negative, Nick. I do think the Cavs win game 1. I'm going to go Cavs win 111-97. 14-point Cavs win. 111-97. 111-97. I think that's a good score prediction, honestly. It's a 12.5-point spread. I hope I'm wrong. I've already seen the series script, though, folks. I have. The Cavs are going to win the first 2 games. The Heat are going to win on Saturday in Game 3. And then the Cavs are going to win the next 2 to win in 5. I've already seen the script. Listen, I always tell you, I'm going to root for the Heat to win like I have a gun to my head saying if the Heat lose, I'm going to pull the trigger. But I also am here as a content creator, as the host of the Heat Report, to analyze the game, to give you my unbiased thoughts. Last year, you can go back. In the first round series of Heat Celtics, I picked the Heat to win in 6. Now they lost in 5. But this year, I'm picking the Cavs in the first round. Sorry. We'll see. Listen, guys, it can't be Heat in 5 if you don't lose the game. Justin, what do you think the score is going to be today?
Give me 124 Cleveland to 110 Miami.
So we both got 14-point games. I want to see the Heat put up a good fight. Listen, we've seen the 1-seeded Thunder win by 51 to the Grizzlies. We saw the 2-seed Celtics pull away and win by 17 against the Magic. Just give me a hard-fought battle. Give me a hard-fought battle. I'll take a hard-fought battle, no questions asked. Because I'll tell you what, if you play with these boys today and you make it a competitive first game, the Cavs will be feeling a little certain way going into game 2. That's all I'm going to say. Official, by the way, I'm sure you saw it, Nico to UCLA. Yeah, interesting. By the way, do you remember Jaden Rashada? He's visiting UNC. Cheaper price point, probably. I don't know. They also just brought in this lefty from South Alabama, Gio Reyes. So I would be stunned to see them bring in another quarterback. But you never know. All right, we're about moments away from tipping off. Hit that thumbs up icon. We got to get to 100 likes before we tip off. We're 11 away. If we don't get to 100 likes before we tip off, I think we're going to lose by 20. I mean that. I think we're about to get underway. So let's put this down in our notes. I think it's like 5 minutes after tip time on TNT. ESPN's like 12 or 15. I think TNT does literally 5 minutes. Because I think we're about to get underway here in a minute. They're announcing starting lineups right now. Heat starting group, Tyler Herro, Alec Burks, Andrew Wiggins, Kel'el Ware, Bam Adebayo. Cleveland starting 5, Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Max Strus, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen. Here we go. We almost got 500 people watching. We got over 100 likes. Now you got to show me if you're ready for the game. Spam those me's if you're ready for the game. Spam them. Hot Dog, Maria, DJ, Zen, Tyman, Ches. Spam those me's. Cavs rocking their white unis at home. I believe Miami is wearing their blacks. Apachito's ready. Zen is ready. Norma, Matt, Miguel, George, Simply, Riley Shea, Caesar, Gary, Matt. Spam those me's, folks. All right, might be 6 minutes. Because it seems like it's yeah, I think it might be 6 minutes. Might be 6 minutes. Yeah. Mike Frank is ready. Gucci's ready. Randy's ready. Diesel's ready. Check ball. Ball up top. Let's roll. Come on. I don't think it's going to go well for us today, but I believe. Oh, we're wearing our red jerseys. Of course I said I believe we're wearing our black unis. Red unis for Miami tonight. Heat in red. Jordan logo. Herro taking it. Nikola Jovic is available off the bench. Same thing with Kel'el Larson. We'll see if any of those two plays. GR crushing stuff is ready to go. Chase is ready to go. Tim is ready to go. Daniel. We got 500 plus in the building, folks. Let's freaking do it. Game 1, Heat Cavs in Cleveland. Let's roll, baby. Let's roll. Who got it better than us? Sunday afternoon hoops. Who got it better than us? Okay. I'm sick of this narrative that this Heat team isn't an 8 seed. We won 37 regular season games. I don't want to hear it.
With all due respect to the fans in the chat, have they watched the Heat play this year?
No, they just watched them play two abysmal teams in the NBA play, and they're like, oh, you know, the Heat are a dangerous team. I watched them for all fucking 82 games.
Yeah, I think the first 5 minutes we're going to find out.
I kind of agree. First 5 minutes are going to be crucial here. All right, let's go. Kel'el Ware, Jarrett Allen, center circle. It's time to get tipped off, folks. Here we go, baby. Playoff basketball. Nothing like it. Tip is up. Tip is won by Jarrett Allen and the Cavs, so they will start with the ball. Alec Burks defending Max Strus, so Herro is going to be on Garland, and Andrew Wiggins will be defending Donovan Mitchell. We have a stoppage. We had a clock malfunction 1 second into the game. So they will re-inbound. And here we go. Bam on Mobley, Ware on Allen, Burks on Strus, Herro on Garland, and Wiggins face guarding Donovan Mitchell in the corner. Garland's got it, driving early, kicks it out to Strus. Open right wing three, and he buries it. And it's not a good start for Miami defensively to get beat off the dribble like Garland did, and then to leave Strus. And they're putting on a little bit of a full court press. It's Max Strus defending his former teammate, Tyler Herro. How about that? Garland defending Burks, and Mitchell guarding Wiggins. I'd like to get Wiggins a post touch here. Size advantage for Andrew Wiggins over Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell an undersized 2-guard at 6'3". Wiggins inside, swings it to Burks, and they're going to call Wiggins on a travel. This has been a common theme for Andrew Wiggins. He either starts hot or he starts abysmal. And a turnover on the first possession of the game is not a great start. Garland, Mobley pick and roll. Garland probing. Drop off inside to Allen. Couldn't corral the pass. Ball loose, picked up by Herro, so the Heat force a TO. Tyler brings it up. Garland defending. Herro at the top of the key gets a screen from Bam. Herro picks up his dribble and resets it out to Burks with 10 on the shot clock. Gets it back on the right wing and will take Garland ISO. Baseline drive. Mid-range shot, contested, not a good look. Excellent possession defensively from Cleveland. Garland the other way now as him and Herro battle it out. Donovan Mitchell just shook Wiggins out of his shoes for a step-back three. No good. Jarrett Allen offensive rebound over Ware and putback is good. It's 5-0. Burks pick and roll, probing at the elbow. Now gets it over to Adebayo. Adebayo has Garland on him. Take advantage, big fella. Bam backing down. Turns. Floater. Good for Adebayo, and that's how the Heat scoring gets started tonight. First bucket for Miami comes 2 minutes in this one. Good move by Adebayo on the smaller Darius Garland. Donovan Mitchell in the mid-range, foul baiting, and gets the call, and I believe D-Mitch is going to go to the line for 2. Two free throws coming for 45 on Cleveland. Not often do you see two teams have a D-Mitch with the number 45. But we have that here. Donovan Mitchell's first free throws of the series. Good. Obviously, if you've been around the channel, you know how adamant I was in the offseason about finding a way to trade for Donovan Mitchell. He ultimately signed that max extension with the Cleveland Cavaliers and led them to the number 1 overall seed in the Eastern Conference and 64 regular season wins. Mitchell makes both free throws, and that's how his scoring gets started in this series. 7-2, Cavs lead early. Fascinated by Strus and Herro matching up because Strus and Herro, obviously teammates. Strus is a good defender. Adebayo driving on Mobley, running floater, not a good shot there, and the board is grabbed by Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell, crossover, driving baseline, and he throws it down with 2 hands, and the Heat just look out of their depth early here. 9-2 Cavs lead. It's early, but this is exactly how I kind of imagined the Cavs coming out in this one. Burks driving baseline, kicking out to Herro. Swung around. It's going to be Burks again. Top of the key 3. That's a big shot for Miami to kind of calm the nerves. The veteran Alec Burks knocks down his first shot of the series, and it's a 9-5 game. Heat are going to dare Mobley to shoot a 3. He does, and he buries it. If he's going to consistently knock down 3s, this series is going to be over quick. 12-5. Herro inside. Floater. Too short over Jarrett Allen. Heat look like they're playing timid here, Justin. Mitchell in trail. Driving. Kicking. Strus gets a step inside. Drop off to Allen. Dunk. It's a 14-5 game. Timeout Miami. Timeout Miami. Heat down 9 early. Not a good start, folks. Not a good start. Hopefully the Heat will be able to settle down, but it's not a good start where the Heat are shooting 2 of 5, turnover, Cavs are 5 of 6. The problem that I'm seeing here is that if you wanted to win this game, you were going to need to make it low scoring, a defensive battle. They are getting everything that they could possibly want early in this one. And that is why I disagreed with Spoelstra's decision to keep the continuity with the starting group, starting Alec Burks. Did he make a 3? Yes, but I think you needed to set the tone with your defense early, and I think Davion Mitchell needed to start.
Yeah, quite honestly, almost every Cavs shot has been routine, comfortable, a good look.
Like out of all the shots, what's the one they missed? Donovan Mitchell step back 3 where he created 5 feet of separation. Wiggins was almost on the ground. So the one shot the Cavs have missed was a wide open 3 because Wiggins got cooked out of his shoes. So well, I'll tell you what, I do wonder how early Davion Mitchell gets inserted into the rotation for Miami in this one. I would almost argue he needs to be on the court right now coming out of the break.
Well, you do sacrifice a little bit of the offense,
So you would usually think that, but with how well Davion's been playing, obviously had 16 points against the Hawks on Friday, 15 points against the Bulls on Wednesday. He shot perfect from the field on Wednesday against the Bulls, and then had 9 overtime points against the Hawks. Maybe there isn't really that much of a drop-off offensively. Yeah, Burks is a better catch-and-shoot three-point shooter, but with how good Davion Mitchell's been playing, I think he needs to be starting. I think he needs to be in the lineup right now, man. You can't keep him off the floor often because he'll be a good defender on Garland. You can put Wiggins on Mitchell still and then move Herro to Strus. This is how you should be starting this game.
Probably see it out of the timeout, like you said. But if that's the case, that's already an early adjustment. That's typically doesn't bode well for the teams in Game 1, in my opinion, if you're making it that soon. Or being forced into making it that soon.
Not a good start so far, man. Have you seen this movie? How good was it?
A+.
I mean, every single person that I've seen talk on social media, talk about it in person, has just only said this is one of the best movies maybe ever made.
It's good.
And now I'm intrigued to go watch it. I mean, with our schedule this week, a little Tuesday matinee, might have to pull the trigger on that one. All right, let's see if the Heat made any adjustments out of this timeout with the rotation. The Stark Super Chat menu. $20 gets you into the Heat Report Hall of Fame. I'll take a beer bong for $50. You already took one down. $10 gets you a raffle ticket for a laser-engraved, autographed photo from Dwayne Wade. The Heat made no changes to the lineup. as we're 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Kel'el Ware, top of the key, faces up on Jarrett Allen, hands it off to Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins guarded by Donovan Mitchell. Wiggins has got to win this matchup on the offensive end. Wiggins pick and roll with Ware. Ware inside, back out to Wiggins. Left wing three. Big shot there by Andrew Wiggins out of the timeout. Mitchell is going to win the battle against Wiggins on the other end, but Wiggins is going to also have to give it back to Mitchell and not let him rest on the other end as well. Garland, Allen, pick and roll. Floater for Garland. Too strong. Great rebound in traffic by Alec Burks. He'll bring it up for Miami. Burks thought about a three, but now swings it over to Wiggins. Wiggins, pick and roll with Bam. Elbow jumper for Adebayo. It's good. And a 5-0 spurt out of the timeout for the Heat. Settles them down nicely into this game, hopefully, making it 14-10 Cleveland. Burks defending Garland off of a switch. Garland probing inside, brings it back out to the perimeter. Throws it into Allen, who had Burks on him. Smoked the shot inside. Got the rebound back. Ball loose out of bounds off Jarrett Allen. How about Alec Burks, who I just said probably shouldn't have started this game, just battling on the defensive end the last two possessions and on the glass to give Miami good stops. Herro, Adebayo pick and roll. Herro brings Mobley out to the perimeter. Now tries to get inside the Bam, but reverses it to Burks. Back to Herro. They leave him open. Right wing three. Good! And the Heat on an 8-0 run over the last minute and a half to bring this game within a 1-point score. Garland the other way. Herro gambled on a steal and made a mistake there. Garland gets inside easily for a layup to end the 8-0 spurt by the Heat. Herro Ware, two-man game at the top of the key. Herro drives left. Step back mid-range shot over Strus. Couldn't fall, rattled in and out. Rebound by Jarrett Allen. He'll outlet it to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell driving on Herro. Loses the handle. Herro forces the turnover. Wiggins picks it up. 4-on-1 for Miami. Wiggins lobbing to Bam for a slam. Defense to offense for the Heat, and that forces the timeout from Cleveland. So not even 6 minutes into the opening period, each coach has been forced to call a timeout, and it is a 16-15 ball game early in game one. Cavs need a timeout. Spam those fireball emojis. Come on. I was skeptical of the beginning for Miami, but a good, resilient bounce back after the timeout. The timeout from Coach Spoelstra settled the fellas down. The motivation from the best coach in the NBA, hopefully, was what has sparked this 10-2 run by Miami to cut a 9-point deficit to 1. Get the chat on fire, folks. We got 1,000 people in the building. Let's freaking go. Let's get it hot in here. While y'all continue to get the chat on fire, let me tell you about our sponsor and the official ticketing partner of the Heat Report by Chat Sports. That's Game Time. Game Time is the perfect place to get NBA playoff tickets. If you want to go to the Heat game in Miami, games 3 and 4 next Saturday and Monday, this is the best app to use to get it. They make getting tickets faster and easier, even for hard-to-playoff seats. Prices on the Game Time app actually go down the closer it gets to tip-off. That last-minute deal I just referred to, save up to 60% off buying last-minute tickets for sports, concerts, comedy show, theater events, and more. They have the lowest price guarantee, and if you find a ticket for a cheaper price on a different service, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. They also have a feature called All-In Pricing. Toggling this feature shows you the total price of your ticket up front with no surprise fees at checkout. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app today. Create an account and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. All right, appreciate Game Time for sponsoring the live show. That link is in the live chat and description of this stream. Keep on spamming those fireball emojis, folks. Cavs need a TO quickly. There we go, baby. There we go. I love that. That's a good response right there by the Heat. They got punched in the mouth early. Instead of letting this game get out of hand in the first 8 minutes, they bounced back, and they let the number 1 seed Cavs know, yeah, we're here. We're here. Shout out to everyone spamming those fireball emojis. Jordan, Bam, Cat Slayer, Maria. Matt. Ooh. Over 1,000 people watching here early. Let's ride. If you haven't already, hit that sub button, folks. We passed 21,000 subscribers on Friday night's stream. We're already up to 21,529. When we get to 22K, I'm taking a beer bong on the house. I'm Nic Rohloff. We'll be live for every game of this playoff series for Miami besides Game 3 because I have obligations to do the NFL Draft on Dolphins Today by Chat Sports. But we'll have you covered with videos in between each game. So hit that sub button today. We're the best place for Miami Heat YouTube content. And when we get to 22K, let's do it for Andrew Wiggins, number 22 for Miami. Take a beer bong. Donovan Mitchell will be on the bench here out of the timeout. So first substitutions of the game for Cleveland. Their prize trade deadline acquisition, DeAndre Hunter in. Also Sam Merrill, also Sixth Man of the Year finalist Ty Jerome. Miami, no substitutions 6 minutes into the game. Mobley out for the Cavs as well. Garland's got it left wing. Wiggins defending. Garland pull up three, too strong, and Wiggins grabs the rebound. Wiggins brings it up. Drops it inside the Ware, but they're going to call Darius Garland for a foul. He got the mismatch inside, and Garland had no choice but to foul. So here comes the first substitutions of the night for the Heat. Bam Adebayo will take a seat on the bench. I believe Haywood Highsmith will check in. That is the case. Only change for the Heat so far. Wiggins on the perimeter, guarded by Hunter. That's a good two-way matchup there. Wiggins, pull up three, left wing, makes another, and the Heat are up two. First lead of the game for Miami. Said Wiggins needed to play well in this one. He's 2 for 2 from three. The Heat are 4 for 4. Garland can't find the answer. Rebound, Jarrett Allen. Kicked out to Ty Jerome. He drives on Wiggins. Kicks it back out to DeAndre Hunter. Hunter now inside to the rim. Floater. Short. Allen offensive rebound. His putback rejected by Kel'el Ware. Do see a little bit of a concern here for Miami. They've been beat on the glass offensively early. Need to close out these defensive possessions. Garland's got it in the corner, working on Highsmith. Floater, fouled, no bucket, but 2 free throws coming for Darius Garland. Just leaned into Haywood Highsmith, who had his hand in the cookie jar, and it's 2 free throws coming. Five minutes to go in this first quarter. Garland makes the first free throw, has a chance to even this game up at 18 with a second. I knew this, but I didn't put it together until now, Justin. Ty Jerome and Hunter being teammates again is kind of chill. As someone who really liked that 2019 Virginia team, seeing them together making a playoff push is kind of cool. Both coming off the bench, too. Both capable starting players, but off the bench. Davion Mitchell into the game. Alec Burks takes a seat. Davion Mitchell handling it, guarded by Merrill. Mitchell gets a step on Merrill. Drops it off to Wiggins. Wiggins pump fakes. Back out to Davion. 4 on the shot clock. Mitchell driving. Floater. Comes up short, but gets his own rebound. Back out to Wiggins. Left wing 3. Too strong there, and that's the first missed 3 of the game by Miami. Garland the other way, driving inside. Now reverses out back to the perimeter. Brings Kel'el Ware outside with them. They have got Davion Mitchell on Jarrett Allen inside. They're trying to get it to him. It's a mismatch. Garland working on Herro. Gets a step. Lefty layup. Banks it home. And the Cavs go up by 2. Tough bucket there by Garland. I tell you what, Herro has been targeted defensively a lot in this first quarter. Mitchell inside the other way. Throws it to the corner. Wiggins picks up and gets it back out to Davion. Now Wiggins in the mid-post, backing down on DeAndre Hunter. Spins baseline, but excellent help defense by Jarrett Allen, and he strips Wiggins. Garland working on Davion Mitchell. Floater inside. Blocked by Ware. Second block. He'd have numbers 4 on 3. Herro working right wing. Driving on Garland. Inside. Bumped but fouled. They're going to call Ty Jerome with the foul from behind. And as it currently stands, Herro will have 2 free throws, and it would be his first 2 of the game. 2 blocks early by Ware. That one was clean off the glass. No challenge from Cleveland early, so Herro has a chance to even this one up. Herro has just 3 points early in this game. Makes the first. Duncan Robinson checks in for the first time. Andrew Wiggins takes a seat. Adebayo back in as well. Kel'el Ware takes his first rest. Herro with a chance to tie this game up at 20. Does. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Donovan Mitchell back in for the Cavs. Haywood Highsmith will defend him here. Mitchell's got it. Pulls it back. Drops it in the Mobley inside, who just posterized Haywood Highsmith. Can't switch that, man. Davion Mitchell at the free throw line. Show and go. High arcing layup. What a tough finish inside by Davion Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell driving, spinning, floater. Haywood Highsmith has not had a good start in this one. Just got kind of stumbled by Donovan Mitchell, bless you, and got posterized by Evan Mobley. Tough start for Haywood on the defensive end. Bam has it at the elbow. Fouled on the floor. It'll be side out for Miami. Andrew Wiggins will check back in. I believe Herro will take his first rest of the game. Tough move there by Donovan Mitchell. Just a playoff bucket getter. Donovan Mitchell averages 33.6 points per game in game 1s of the NBA playoff series. That's kind of crazy stat. Second in NBA playoff history, only 2. The GOAT, Michael Jordan. Adebayo, wide open 3. No good there. He has been improved from that area, but couldn't make the first shot there. If they're going to dare him to shoot it, I'm fine with Bam taking him. But he's got to make him if he's going to shoot him. Mobley inside, has position on Highsmith and lays it in. Haywood Highsmith, as good as a defender as he is, has been taken advantage of in this first quarter. Cavs 9 of 17 from the field. Duncan Robinson, 2-man game with Adebayo, turns it over. Donovan Mitchell read the passing lane, steals it, and then throws down a 2-handed slam. Cavs up 6. Donovan Mitchell taking over here. Adebayo hands it off to Wiggins. Wiggins 6 early first quarter points inside. How did he get that one to go? Through traffic, lays it up with the right hand. Ty Jerome, pull up 3, buries it. Ty Jerome, finalist for 6th Man of the Year, has just unlocked a new level of his game this season. Torched Miami in the 3 times they played this season, and off to a good start here. Adebayo, mid-post jumper, came up short. Taps out the offensive rebound to Mitchell. Swung to the corner for Duncan Robinson, who couldn't corral the pass and is forced to kick it out, but he turns it over. Duncan Robinson has been fucking terrible. 2 turnovers for Duncan. No defense. Terrible start for Duncan Robinson. The Heat's bench, which has been their biggest factor for them in their 2 wins in the play-in, Davion, Highsmith, Duncan, has been their downfall in this first quarter. Ty Jerome from the logo. No. I'll live with that shot, even though he's an improved shooter. Adebayo corrals the rebound and brings it up for Miami. Hands it off to Duncan Robinson. He needs one to go just to stabilize himself. drops it off to Bam. Swung to Wiggins to the corner. It's Davion Mitchell. A three. No. Rebound. Tapped out of bounds. Nobody knows the call. Officials finally do make a decision, and it will go to Cleveland. .40 seconds to go in this opening 12. Cleveland up 31-24. D-Mitch on D-Mitch, and Davion is going to be called for a foul on the floor. So it'll be side out for Cleveland. 31 seconds left in the quarter. 14 on the shot clock. Love Davion Mitchell, what he brings. His tenacity is just awesome, man. Kyle Anderson in. Donovan Mitchell has it. Three-pointer over Davion. No good. Good defense there. They went 2 for 1. There's a 2-second differential shot clock, game clock. So the Heat could technically take the final shot of the quarter as they trail by 7. Davion working on Donovan. Those two are going to be linked a lot in this series. And then Donovan Mitchell just turns over Davion. Poked it off of his knee. The Heat's bench has been a disaster early. It's been an absolute disaster early. Jerome, 5 on the clock. Driving, doubled, Euro, swings to the corner. Mitchell at the buzzer. No good, and that will be the end of first quarter. Number 1. 31-24, Cleveland leads. Brutal start for the Miami Heat bench early. We have $57 in Super Chats. Remember, every $10 Super Chat gets you a raffle ticket for our Dwayne Wade series-long raffle, laser-engraved, autographed, framed photo. $20 gets you into the Heat Report Hall of Fame. And if someone drops a 50 bomb like Jesus Batista, I get to pour an entire Happy Dad into a Merbanga. Give it a nice little chug. Who's going to get us a pick-me-up here? We got 1,200 people watching. A little pick-me-up in between quarters. Let's do it. But while we are in between quarter 1 and quarter number 2, who you got? Not in the series, but in the game. Miami, MIA, Cleveland, CLE. See a lot of people rocking with Miami. 69% of the live chat rocking with Miami. We'll see. I don't know how to feel about that first quarter, Justin. Back and forth. Heat trail by 7. The strength of Miami so often has been their bench, has been their weakness so far today.
Yeah, I really don't think it's been. I know they made it close, but I feel like it hasn't really been close overall, to be honest.
I mean, in that first quarter, the Cavs shot 52% from the field and 33% from 3. The Heat shot 50% from the field and 57% from the 3, and they're down 7. Like, if you want a red herring for bad things to come, you shoot 50% from 3 in the field in a quarter of basketball, and you're down 7.
Everything has been so easy for the Cavaliers, I'm going to be honest.
And then they've really choked down on you defensively. You have 5 turnovers, with 3 of them coming off the bench. Down at Davion Mitchell, turnover, 2 from Duncan, 2 from Wiggins. Can't happen. Can't happen, guys. Cannot happen. And Tony says we're lucky down single digits. Like, if you would have told me we shot what we shot from the field in the first quarter, I would actually argue that I would expect to be winning after the first quarter. And we're down 7, which I don't like. So I don't like what's going on right now, man. They got 3D on the sideline. I don't know what just happened out of the timeout, but somehow Tyler Herro had no one within 5 feet of him from beyond the arc, and he just buried a triple. Thanks for showing it, TNT. Mobley inside, kicks it to the corner. It's Isaac Okoro. Oh, my God, he just hit the side of the backboard. Another offensive rebound, though, for Cleveland. And then a Ty Jerome 3. The Heat are getting killed on the glass. Getting killed. They say his foot was on the line. When they review that, I thought he was clearly behind. But we'll see. Right now, it's 33-27. I think it's 34-27. Davion Mitchell inside. Swinging it to Highsmith. Saves it to Herro. Herro working on Donovan Mitchell. Gets inside. Running. Shot. Foul. Donovan Mitchell called for a little hip check there. So Herro, 2 of 2 at the line already, will go to the line for another 2. Herro's got 8 points in this one. Chance to get in the double digits for Miami with 2 free throws here. I'd like to see a replay of that Ty Jerome 3. I think it was a 2, they say. I think it was a 3. They won't show it, cowards. Herro's first free throw at this trip is good. It is funny that we are the worst team in the NBA playoffs, record-wise, by quite a wide stretch. Herro makes both free throws, so he's in double digits with 10, and the Heat are down 4 right now. I do think it's ultimately 5, though. Ty Jerome has it, swings it over to Merrill. Merrill can't give him any space. Swings it to Donovan Mitchell. Davion defending. Donovan Mitchell pick and pop with Jerome. Jerome's 3, no. Offensive rebound once again by Cleveland. They're getting killed on the glass. Okoro to Mobley. Mobley spinning. Fadeaway jumper. Does not go. Another offensive rebound by Cleveland. But the Heat force a turnover. Ball loose, but the Cavs are able to get it. And now they have numbers on the other end. Merrill 3. Good. Getting killed. Heat have given the Cavs 9 second chance points. I believe all 9 second chance points are 3s off second or off offensive rebounds. Just we can't board inside, man. Can't get rebounds. He have it on the baseline as it went out of bounds off of a Cleveland player. They just reviewed it, by the way, and they just upgraded the score. It's 37-29, which is why you subscribe to the channel, because I knew it was a 3 right away. So it is 37-29, like I thought it was. Adebayo has it. They're going to call Isaac Okoro for an off-ball foul, getting a little too aggressive and physical with Herro. So a fresh 14 on the shot clock for Miami. This game is too high scoring for Miami. They got to tighten it up defensively. Make it a little bit more low scoring. Kyle Anderson loses the handle and gets it back. Out to Herro. Herro, right wing 3. Comes up short. Rebound gathered by Cleveland. And here come the Cavs. Mobley loses it out of bounds, and it will go back to Miami. Just a rare, random mistake. Kyle Anderson probing inside, floater, air ball. I mean, the bench for Miami has been terrible. Donovan Mitchell working on Davion, driving, Euro step, lefty layup, no. Good help defense there by Kyle Anderson. Here comes Miami, numbers in transition, 5-on-4, corner 3. Highsmith passed it up, floater, good. Good job by Highsmith there. Ty Jerome, pick and pop with Mobley. Jerome, floater at the free throw line. Man, he has been so good this year, dude. Eight-point deficit for the Heat. Adebayo, Herro, two-man game. Herro driving, floater, blocked out of bounds by Isaac Okoro. Donovan Mitchell seemed to land a little awkwardly on his left ankle. Still in the game, but did get up a little gingerly after he missed his last shot inside. Herro, bam, pick and roll. Adebayo in the mid-post. Out to Davion Mitchell. Catch and shoot 3. Good! Davion Mitchell continuing his hot three-point shooting. 5 points for Davion. Max Strus had the first basket of the game, lines up another 3 here, and he knocks it home. It feels like every time the Heat try to get something going, the Cavs have a response. Adebayo, handoff to Herro, Okoro defending. Herro driving on Okoro, swinging it to Anderson. One more to Davion Mitchell. Pass up a 3 for a lob inside to Adebayo. Bam! Reaching top shelf there. Donovan Mitchell the other way and one. Haywood Highsmith has been getting abused. Haywood Highsmith has been abused. Donovan Mitchell to complete the three-point play and make it a 9-point Cavs lead. Does. That's the largest lead of the Cavs have had today. They led 15 to, what was it? It was 14 to 5, and then now here 45-36. 15 to, did they get it to 11? I thought it was 14-5. Yeah. 14-5. Timeout, Eric Spoelstra. When the Heat trailed by 9 in the first quarter, Spo called a timeout, and the Heat went on an 8-0 run. Down 9 again, the Heat call a timeout. Will it spark an 8-0 run once again? We'll have to wait and see. But while we are in this timeout in the second quarter, I'll use the time to tell you about our sponsor and the official ticketing partner of the Heat Report by Chat Sports. That's Game Time. If you want to go see a live event, whether it's an NBA playoff game or a concert, Game Time is the best way to get your tickets. Killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their lowest price guarantee. Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying NBA playoff tickets. They have last-minute deals. Save up to 60% off buying last-minute tickets for sports, concerts, comedy shows, theaters, and more. Get all-in pricing, which shows the total price of your ticket up front with no surprise fees at checkout. You want to go see the Heat play Cleveland in Miami in games 3 or 4? Well, use Game Time to get your tickets. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last-minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. Link is in the live chat and description of today's Heat Cavs live stream. Appreciate Game Time for sponsoring the show. Heat trailing 45-36 here with 7 and change to go in the first half. Has not gone Miami's way thus far, but let's see if they have a response. They've been unable to defend in this one. The Cavs so far shooting 53% from the field and 42.9% from three. The issue for the Heat in this one is that they've had 5 turnovers. Because if they didn't have 5 turnovers, they're shooting 50% from the field and 6 of 10 from 3. So the Heat offense is doing what you'd hope it would do. Just take away the turnovers and how easy it has been for Miami, or for Cleveland, excuse me. Also, the rebounding. Miami has been out-rebounded 15-8, Justin, with the Cavs having 7 offensive rebounds compared to Miami's 2. That is not a winning formula.
I mean, Jarrett Allen, when he was in, looked pretty focused for the playoff woes that he has in the past, especially on the glass, though. And, I mean, Okoro, what's the other dude? Merrill.
Merrill. Yeah, Merrill, I think, has 2 offensive rebounds. Just 1, they're going to say. But Okoro off the bench has 1, Ty Jerome has 1, and then Jarrett Allen has 4 offensive rebounds. Just can't happen, man. It just can't happen. You are a under-talented 12.5-point underdog. You cannot give the big dogs, the 64-win top seed team in the East, that many second chance opportunities. You can't do it. $1,300 people watching. Appreciate everyone joining us here on a Sunday afternoon. Happy Easter to all. Hit that sub button if you haven't already. I'm Nic Rohloff. We go live for almost every Heat game in the regular season as well as the playoffs, and we have videos in between each game. Join the channel. Davion Mitchell, pick and roll, swinging it to Wiggins, and it goes right through his hands out of bounds. I think Davion Mitchell is going to get credited for that turnover, but that is the 3rd turnover, in my opinion, on Andrew Wiggins. Catch the fucking ball, dude. Three turnovers for Andrew Wiggins I haven't recorded for. I don't know what the official statistician will record that as, but I don't like it. Garland driving by Herro, hanging inside, unable to get the floater off glass to go. Wiggins grabs the rebound. Wiggins, Davion, Ware, Anderson, and Herro are the 5 on the floor for Miami. Mitchell running right hook shot inside. What was that shot? No good. Didn't even hit rim. Good defensive series there for Cleveland. Garland, pick and roll with Allen. Shovel pass. Allen inside, finishes through traffic. Largest lead of the game. It's 11 for Cleveland. Davion Mitchell, pick and roll. Working on Garland. Kicks it out to Wiggins with 8 on the shot clock. Wiggins has Dean Wade on him. 4 on the shot clock. Wiggins going to have to fire. Step back. Deep 3. No. I mean, just not anything easy for the Heat in this second quarter. Garland, pull up left wing 3. Good. 14-point deficit. Another timeout by Miami. Cavs lead by 14. This is on the... I'd say this is on the edge of a blowout. It's on the edge, man. I just tweeted out, we're in trouble. I believe that. Follow me on Twitter as well. At Nic_Rohloff is my handle. I tweet about the Heat daily. I have Heat highlights, news, rumors. If you want to be updated on everything Miami Heat before we come here and make videos about YouTube on YouTube, follow on Twitter at Nic_Rohloff. I'll give shout-outs to anyone who follows me. I'll even put the link in the live chat. This is going exactly how I believed it was going to go so far. Six minutes to go in this first half. The Heat have already called 2 timeouts. Steele says could be worse. Look at Memphis. If we don't get careful, it could turn into something like that. Dude, it is fucking hot in here. Here we go back in the second quarter. I actually agree. Though Nikola Jovic has not played in a game in 5 or 6 weeks, this is the type of series where Nikola Jovic's skill set of size, playmaking, shooting, and rebounding would come in very, very big. You wonder if he could get some run in this game. And if it becomes a blowout, I would play him to try to get him some feel of being back on the court. Herro working on Jarrett Allen, driving inside, up and under, fadeaway move. Pretty bucket by Tyler Herro, taking Jarrett Allen to school. Herro has 12 points. That is the deficit for Miami as well. Garland pick and roll, back out to Strus. 2 threes already for Strus. He'll make it 3. Everything is easy for Cleveland. This is the team that looks like the best offensive team in basketball that they've been this year. Davion Mitchell probing, turns it over. Second of the game for Davion. Garland out in transition. Swings it to Strus. He's hot. Can't knock down that one. Long rebound Herro, pushing the pace for Miami. Herro, floater. No one picked him up, and Herro puts it up and in. 14 first half points Herro, trying to keep Miami in this one. Really the only consistent offensive force in this game thus far. Garland running floater to Allen. Lays it up and in. I mean, Garland has just been so improved this year. Really taking that next step, which has propelled Cleveland to where they were last year, to the #1 team in the East. Forced to be reckoned with. Wiggins, pull-up elbow jumper. Knocks it home. So Heat's offense getting a little bit going here. The issue is they can't get a stop. Garland, pick and roll with Allen. Sidestep left wing 3. He is on fire. That is 8 points in a row that Garland has assisted or scored on. 12 first half points for Darius Garland. Wiggins drives, kicks. Kel'el Ware will line up a 3. He's open. No good. Offensive rebound, Highsmith. Out to Davion. Big 3 for Miami. They get it. That's a big shot for Miami as they were just down 16. Herro guarding Garland. It hasn't been a good matchup for Miami thus far. Garland drops it into Allen, but I think Highsmith got a piece of it from behind. Herro picks up the loose ball, drives inside, doubled, loses the handle but was fouled, and it will be side out for Miami with 3:37 to go in the half. First foul on Jarrett Allen. Kel'el Ware and Duncan Robinson will head to the bench. Kel'el Ware and Herro will head to the bench. Duncan Robinson and Adebayo check back in. Bam has it at the top of the key. Swings it to Davion Mitchell. Two-man game between those two. Adebayo, jumper, too strong in the mid-range. Donovan Mitchell, Euro step inside. What a easy layup inside by Mitchell. Just dominating Haywood Highsmith in this game. Wiggins curling inside, swinging it to Haywood. Haywood will reset. Davion gets Garland on his back, works inside. Euro step, fouled. Think it will they be on, will it be shooting? That was nasty. They're going to say 2 free throws coming for Davion Mitchell. We did get a $2 super chat, Justin, if you want to flash it on screen. No, they're going to say it's side out now. Steve, $2 super chat. Wish we had a real player like Beal or AD. We suck. There's a polar bear in Austin, Texas right now with that saying. Donovan Mitchell, pull up 3 over Bam. No good. Rebound Davion. Davion leading the fast break for Miami. 5-on-4 for the Heat. Duncan Robinson trailing right wing 3. Big shot by Duncan Robinson. First bucket of the day for him, and the Heat back within 12. Two minutes to go in this first half. DeAndre Hunter into the game. It's been quiet, really hasn't done much. Guarded by Wiggins. Driving, Euro stepping, swinging. Donovan Mitchell, baseline, Euro step, floater. Wow. What a tough bucket by Donovan Mitchell. He's got everything clicking on all cylinders right now. Adebayo now the other way. He will spin. Loses the handle. Turnover. Donovan Mitchell making the play defensively. But Adebayo gets back and ties him up. It's a jump ball. It will be Donovan Mitchell and Bam jumping it up. So the Heat will hopefully win the possession. But, yeah, I mean, the Heat just look overmatched early in this one, guys. Wow. Bam wins the tip, but it somehow is deflected right to Darius Garland. But then Davion Mitchell slaps out of bounds. But it will be Cavs ball. Awesome. Heat down 14 with a minute and a half to go. The Heat's got to try to find a way to get it back to 10 points at the half, or they're in trouble. Garland gets it off the inbound. Garland guarded by Duncan Robinson. Sure, this will go well. Yep, as you expected, easy step back 3. He got lucky. He missed it. There was about 8 feet of separation between the two. Heat need a couple good offensive series here before the half. Duncan Robinson in the corner. Adebayo gets in the mid-post. Turnaround Jay, no. Haywood Highsmith offensive rebound. And he puts it back up and in. Haywood has had a rough first half, but that's a big play there. 12-point game with a minute to go. Can the Heat get it to single digits? Cavs almost turn it over, but Highsmith deflects the ball out of bounds. It will stay with Cleveland on the baseline. Garland turns it over. Bam with the steal. Adebayo in transition. Blocked by behind by Allen. But offensive rebound, Davion Mitchell. Trailing Herro 3. No. Offensive rebound, Wiggins. Back out to Herro. Can't miss 2 in a row. He does. But then Jarrett Allen is whistled for a foul, grabbing Adebayo. So effort by Miami, giving themselves second opportunities. Tough break there, as it was a clean block by Jarrett Allen. And then Herro missing 2 wide open threes. But I think Adebayo will be at the line for 2. What a play by Jarrett Allen. He are in the bonus, so Adebayo's at the line to try to get this to a 10-point game. Bam makes the first free throw. That is his 9th point of the game. So this free throw gets him in the double digits. Bam's second free throw, no good, and the lead is 11. Can the Heat get a stop and bucket and go into the half down 9 or 8? Donovan Mitchell, 3, no. Rebound, out of bounds, and it will go back to Miami with 30 seconds left in the half. So the Cavs went 2 for 1 there. Can the Heat get a bucket in the stop? It's a big 30 seconds here for Miami. The difference of being down 11 or more or single digits is massive on the road. Herro, leading scorer for the Heat, gets the switch. Garland defending. He calls for the ISO. 3 on the shot clock. Herro crossover. Pull up 3. Top of the key. Bang! Big shot! Tyler Herro gets Miami within 8. 6 seconds to go in the half. Got to hit a stop. Garland, 4, 3, 2. Stripped. Ball loose. And that will be the half. So the Heat, down 14 with a minute and a half to go on a very crucial 6-0 run in the last 90 seconds to make this an 8-point game at the half. That's big-time stuff right there, and a big shot by the Heat's all-star Tyler Herro. Grade the Heat's performance so far. A, B, C, D, or F. We'll make it the live poll as well. Want to get some first-half stats? The live poll, A, B, C, D, or F. I would give it a C. Down 8, but the problem is that the Heat are shooting well. The Heat guys are shooting 47.6% from the field, 50% from 3. Those are big-time numbers for the Heat. The problem is that they have 8 turnovers, and the Cavs are shooting 53% from the field and 43% from 3, and they've out-rebounded you 20-17, but offensively, it's been limited to 7-6, but you've been getting out-rebounded. You have turned the ball over, and that is not something Miami could afford to do in this situation. Shout out to Heat Legend for the follow on Twitter. I said I'd give a follow. Shout out to them. I don't know how we're only down 8, but we're only down 8. I'll take it. We're going to show some first half stats here in just 1 second, so stay tuned with us. Some interesting plus minuses here on the box score. Worst plus minus on the team has actually been Davion Mitchell at a -10. Best plus minus, Alec Burks at a +2. Herro, Ware, both -4s. Wiggins -4s. Adebayo -5. Duncan Robinson -6. I love when people say this in the chat. Rome March said, been watching NBA for a long time. This game is going to go our way. What makes you say that? I hate when people say, oh, I've been watching NBA basketball. I've been watching basketball. I don't get that. Just because you've watched a lot of basketball doesn't mean that you know how a game is going to end. Tell you what, the Heat allowing 62 points and a half of basketball to the Cavaliers is not sustainable. It's not sustainable. Mackin just got a LeBron Heat jersey. Kind of shocked there. All right, let's go over some first half stats here. Andrew Wiggins in this one has actually been solid offensively. But the issue that I've had with Wiggins is not his offensive output in terms of his stats you see on screen. It's the fact that he's had 3 turnovers, and he really has not been disruptive defensively at all. Andrew Wiggins has been tasked with guarding Donovan Mitchell for most of the time he's on the court, but Donovan Mitchell's got 15 points and 6 to 12 shooting. Lucky Donovan Mitchell hasn't found his shot from deep. He's 0 for 5. So you got to just play better defense if you're Andrew Wiggins. I know it's tough. I know Donovan Mitchell is one of the best 2 guards and scoring guards in the NBA. But you got to be better. Bam Adebayo with 9 points, 2 boards. Has missed a couple mid-range shots you'd like to see him put in, but I'd like to see Bam have a more impactful second half. I feel like on Friday against Atlanta, Adebayo had 17 points, but he was impactful. I haven't felt Bam's impact in this game. Need it. We have felt Tyler Herro's impact, who has struggled from inside the arc, but is shooting 3 of 6 from 3, leading scorer in the entire game with 17 points. That big 3 at the end cut the Heat deficit from 11 to 8 going into the break, which is massive. Heat are going to need Tyler Herro to average an efficient 25, 30 points a game in this series if they want any chance. He's on his way to have a 30-point game, but he just needs to be a little bit more efficient. Now, he has only turned the ball over. He actually hasn't turned the ball over at all, which is good. But he needs to make some of these mid-range shots inside and continue to work his way to the free throw line where he's shooting 4 of 4. Davion Mitchell off the bench has struggled offensively. He's hit a couple threes, but Davion Mitchell, an uncharacteristic 2 turnovers, and he's also not been able to finish inside. Only 1 of 5 inside the arc. That's got to be better. It just has to be better. Davion's defense has been what you would expect, but hasn't really made life that difficult on Donovan or Darius Garland. Our good old friend Max Strus made the first shot of the game for Cleveland, but he has continued to torture the Heat in this one. He is 3 for 4 from 3. It's been tough. Ty Jerome off the bench has been great. 6th Man of the Year finalist, has 8 points. Darius Garland, despite only shooting 40% from the field, has played pretty well, really facilitating, getting and breaking down the Heat's perimeter defense, forcing the team to collapse, which has allowed Max Strus to get some open looks on the perimeter. So you've got to do a better job if you're Miami to contain the dribble drive. Just got to do a better job of that. And Jarrett Allen has killed you inside too. Really has. 8 points, 9 boards, with 9 of those rebounds, 4 of them offensively. The offensive rebounds have killed you. Can't happen. It can't. Kel'el Ware's got to be better. He does. Jarrett Allen played 16 first half minutes. Ware played 13. Kel'el Ware he has no rebounds. I mean, I get it. He's a rookie, and this is his first taste of real playoff basketball, and he's going up against 2 tough guys inside in Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley with their size, physicality, and rebounding, but that's unacceptable. 13 minutes of play, and that's all you got to show for it? Kel'el Ware's got to be better, man. Like Macmon's saying Ware needs more minutes. Why? He's not doing anything. I mean, what's going on, man? Ware's got to be better on the glass. I'm not even caring about defense. He needs to be better on the glass. Arnav says chill out and Ware. Why? Why, Arnav? Why should I chill out and Ware? You guys wanted to make the playoffs so badly. I'm going to treat this like the Heat should win. This is unacceptable in a half of basketball. Your 7-foot center with a 7'4" wingspan, that is simply unacceptable. It actually is Kel'el Ware's birthday. See, that's the problem with some of you guys, man. You guys just become so infatuated with certain players and like want to hug them and make sure they don't get slandered. If you play bad, I'm going to tell you play bad. And Ware has been a non-factor in this game. And if you wanted to have any chance to win the series, he has to be impactful. He's had a couple blocks inside, sure. But no boards in 13 minutes, that cannot happen. Especially when you've allowed your counterpart, Jarrett Allen, to have 4 offensive rebounds and 9 total boards. I don't care about the 0 points. That number is the one that I care about. You can't have 0 rebounds. See, this is the shit. I'm going right back fucking at you right here, man. Because you just saying you don't get it. It's all about development. You want to fucking win a playoff series, or you just want to say, oh, we got our guys' experience? Because if you think the latter, which it sounds like you do, that's embarrassing and it's a loser mindset. You guys wanted to make the playoffs? I'm here to win. You got 82 games of experience in the regular season. I'm here to win. I'm not coddling dudes because they're rookies and it's their first time in the playoffs. Play better. Give rebounds. You're 7 foot tall. Get physical. Come on. Just hasn't been aggressive enough on the glass. Needs to be better, man. I'm here to compete and win. If I'm in the playoffs, I'm here to compete and win. I'm not here to coddle rookies and say they need to play more for development. He should play it because if he needs to be on the floor. You know what? You know what you should be doing? You should be playing so hard with such high effort, so well, where Coach Eric Spoelstra can't take you off the floor. Sadly, it's a playoff game, and I don't think Ware knows it's not game 47 of the regular season. Zero rebounds as a 7-foot center, and you've given up 4 offensive rebounds to Jarrett Allen. It's just unacceptable. unacceptable stuff. Justin, I got to grab something from the fridge real quick. I'll be right back if you want to take over for just like 30 seconds to a minute. We'll be back here in the second half shortly as the Heat trail 62-54. Their Heat are still in it, but they need better effort from their big men inside on the glass and overall the team. Can't get out rebounded again. Can't say that it might not just be there. Like the chroma, you have to, because I think it's on chroma right now and you don't want that on. Like when you go into the settings, you don't want chroma on. It honestly doesn't look that bad if you want to do it for 30 seconds. But. All right, I'll be right back, guys.
Hello. Yeah, guys, I mean, it's going to be a tough challenge. Allen and Mobley are no joke. You can't be not getting any rebounds if you're the starting center. What's up, Mackin? How are you? Oh, Sulan, I did. And I'm going to give it one more game. But I'm out on the Luka experience. I know he dropped damn near 40. But his defense is atrocious. But yes, honestly, as a whole team, I feel like the Cavs need to do a better job of rebounding, not just Ware. Because especially when the bench unit for the Cavs came in, I felt like they really attacked every single board on the offensive glass. Their wing players, their guards were all crashing the glass hard. And it seems like they're beating the Heat to the ball almost every loose ball. I mean, we saw it with Donovan Mitchell diving on the floor, beating Bam for it after stripping him. The Cavs are playing with a much different energy. But I guess that happens when you have the entire week off. Yeah, LeBron has been awful on defense, too.
Oh, Christ. My hips are fucking cooked. You know what I did for the first time yesterday, Justin? Not for the first time, but first time in a long time. Played some football.
Who did you play football with?
Got a quick and last-minute invite from Reed and Chipper.
See, doing all this talk.
And we ran routes.
Doing all this talk about they doing this, that, and the other. No opportunity to shut me up.
Yeah, quick invite. Next time we're gonna get you though. We thought we might have saw you because we ended up going to Cole Park.
And that was yesterday.
Saturday. Yeah, during the day. And we were like, well, maybe he's there playing pickleball because I was telling him, like, you tell me you go there and play pickleball.
I played for a game, but not a good crowd yesterday. So, depends on what time y'all went there.
We went at, I think, 2:30.
Oh, yeah, I was there earlier.
Yeah. All right, second half here. We're ready to go. 62-54. And on the first play of the second half, Andrew Wiggins turns it over. I mean, Andrew Wiggins turning it over as much as he has today has been not. I mean, it's just been disgusting. That's the fourth turnover of the game for Andrew Wiggins. And then on the other end, Bam was forced to foul Donovan Mitchell in transition, and he's quickly at the line to try to make it a 10-point game. Made the first free throw. Missed the second. Burks grabs the rebound. Nine-point Heat deficit. Trailed by as much as 16 in that first half. Herro, 17 points, leading scorer. Kicks it to Bam. Corner three. Can't fall. Evan Mobley grabs the board. Mobley has been quiet offensively. Going right at Ware. Euro step floater. No, but he gets the tip up, back up, and in. Down 11 early. Herro over to Ware on the offensive end. Ware gets it to Bam in the corner. He's backing down on Mitchell. Double team. Spins away from the double and hits a tough 15-foot fall away. Jay. Tough bucket. Adebayo. Mitchell driving on Wiggins. Up and under. Oh, my. That was crazy. That's them shits that Michael Jordan stands still be talking about. Herro pick and roll with Ware. Swings it to Adebayo. Bam, free throw line jumper. Fouled by Evan Mobley. And Bam is going to go to the line. I mean, this bucket by Donovan Mitchell. Are you serious? Are you kidding? What'd she say? So basically what I said, the MJ. Bam makes the first free throw as the Heat get back within 10. Justin, what would you say is the score or the deficit that Miami should be aiming to be at going into the fourth quarter as Bam misses the second free throw? But how about Kel'el Ware finally getting on the glass? Offensive rebound. Out to Herro. His floater. Good. There you go, Kel'el. Come on. Back down to 8.
I would say in this 8 to 10 range.
Give themselves a shot. Don't hate it, but we know how the Heat play in the third quarter. Almost turned over. The Cavs get it back. Evan Mobley 3. No good there, and Wiggins grabs the board. Good thing Wiggins got it because Allen was going to beat Ware to the ball again. Bam the other way. Floater. Fouled. Offensive rebound Ware, but he loses it, and it goes to Mobley. Mitchell, no one picks him up. Pull up 3. You're really lucky he's 0-6 from beyond the arc. Offensive rebound, back out to Garland. His 3 goes. Just getting killed on the glass, man. Yeah, like, this Heat team is not talented enough to allow as many second chance opportunities as they have tonight. Burks playing here after not playing much at all in the second quarter, actually. Lines up a 3. Buries it. I'm telling you what. Stop with the Duncan Robinson shit, man. Let's just roll with Burks. Better defender, and he's hit more shots, and he hasn't turned the ball over. Donovan Mitchell almost turns it over, but Herro deflects it out of bounds. The lead is still 8 for Cleveland. That's what it was at the halftime break. Mitchell to inbound. Throws it to no man's land, but Allen grabs it and tosses to Mobley. Mobley's been very, very quiet. But they're going to get a kick ball violation on Adebayo here as they tried to slip it to Mobley in the pick and roll. But Bam stuck out his foot to deter that. Look at the height difference between Mobley and Bam, man. It's like 3 inches there. How tall is Mobley? 6'11", 7 foot? Bam's 6'9". Garland spinning fadeaway. I mean, that was actually good defense by Tyler Herro. That was just an insanely tough bucket by Darius Garland. Herro looking for the response. Pulls it back out. Bam's got Max Strus on him. But now Jarrett Allen switches. Herro driving on Mobley. Fadeaway, jumper, too strong. Skies in. Donovan Mitchell does for the board. Here comes Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell trailing, gets it, swinging, corner. Mobley thought about a three, now works it inside. Adebayo with good help defense, forcing a miss. Look at Herro battle on the glass, boxing out Jarrett Allen, allowing Adebayo to grab the board. He's down 10. Bam driving on Mobley. Goes up, wanted a foul, late whistle, but a one does come for Bam. And Adebayo will go to the line for two. Great defense here by Mobley, forcing Herro to put that one to the rafters. I think this was a foul off first look. Yeah, I mean, Mobley gets his hands right on the back hip of Adebayo and gives him a little shove. Two free throws coming here for Bam. Misses the first. Come on. Can't miss free throws downtown, man. Can't do it. You just can't miss free throws when you're trying to come back on the road against a team better than you. Bam makes the second. Heat down 9. Bam with 13 points. He's had 4 in the third quarter. Donovan Mitchell driving on Herro. Tried the Euro step, but loses it, and it goes off. I tell you what, is it just me, or does Kel'el Ware not know it's the NBA playoffs? To me, he's been too lackadaisical all day.
I would agree.
Max Strus curling 3, no, and then Jarrett Allen beats you to the ball. Luckily, you're able to get it after Allen was falling out of bounds. Bam running in transition, picks up the dribble at the top of the key. They got Ware inside on Garland. Get it to him. Burks with the lob. It's deflected. It will go out of bounds, staying with Miami, 10 on the shot clock. I mean, you agree. He just, it just feels like there's no sense of urgency for Kel'el Ware.
Which is weird because what's different about today as opposed to the Hawks game? He had to win or go home, and he showed up then.
Adebayo to inbound, gets it out to Ware. Ware gets it to Herro. 8 on the shot clock. Herro isolated on Mitchell. Now gets a screen from Ware. Splits a double team. Herro, Euro step, floater inside. Can't get it to go. But there you go, Kel'el! A one-handed putback slam. There we go, young man. Come on. First bucket of the day for the rookie. Darius Garland isolated on Ware. Garland driving inside. Beats him with an easy layup. Garland with 19 points. He's been a problem today. That was my biggest concern coming into this series, Justin. We said it on Friday night after we won against Atlanta. How are we going to guard both Garland and Donovan Mitchell? We've had no answers in game 1. Ware has it, gets it over to Herro. Herro driving, step back 3, doesn't take it, finds a back-cutting Wiggins who couldn't handle the pass, turnover. I mean, Wiggins has not been good. Mitchell drives right in Ware, gives him a bump, hangs, and finishes. Tough bucket, Donovan Mitchell. He's fired up. Crowd's fired up. Miami calls timeout. 76-65 Cleveland. All of the concerns I had about this matchup with Cleveland is showing its ugly head today, Justin. Turnovers, getting beat inside. Cavs are just getting anything they want offensively, man. Anything they want. Anything. All right, during the first time out of the second half, we'll call to our friends Game Time, the ticketing partner and sponsor of the Heat Report by Chat Sports. If you want to go to any live event, Game Time is the best way to get tickets. Killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their lowest price guarantee. Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying NBA playoff tickets. They have so many great features. One of them is that the fact that you can procrastinate and get great last-minute deals. Save up to 60% off when you buy last-minute tickets for sports, concerts, comedy shows, theaters, and more. They have zone deals, which save even more money when you choose a section and let Game Time choose the seats for you. And they have a great customer service policy that's flexible, and I think it's the best in the industry, if I'm going to be completely honest. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. Heat down 11 here. Heat down 11. Can we get the vibe turned around with the super chats? Remember, $10 gets you a raffle ticket for the Dwayne Wade laser printed autograph photo. Perfect for any man cave or home office. We'll show that photo here real quick if you want to see it. Here it is. Look at this. Look how sweet that thing is. The GOAT, Dwayne Wade, the reason why I am a Miami Heat fan. $10 gets you a raffle ticket for this little sick item. $20 gets you into the Heat Report Hall of Fame. And then, as always, $50 is a beer bong. Can we get to $100 in super chats today? We're at 59. We're 41 away. We're about to get back here in the third quarter. Wiggins has been an issue today, and he's just got to stop turning the ball over. Oof, that was tough, man. I mean, Ware's got to get his weight up. Getting bumped like that by Donovan Mitchell? Come on, man. All right, back down 11. Herro inside, hanging, can't hit the floater. Adebayo offensive rebound, and puts it back up and in. Herro really struggling inside the arc today. How much of a factor is Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley protecting the paint when it comes to Herro struggles? Jerome looking for the answer, can't flip it up and in. Adebayo with the rebound. Bam gets it at the top of the key, over to Burks. Extended run here in the third. Now they get it to Wiggins. Wiggins faces up on Sam Merrill. Doubled. Now brings it back out. Swings at the Herro. Back to Wiggins. Wiggins driving on Merrill. Cut off. Spins. Euro step. Floater. Can't go. I mean, Andrew Wiggins getting locked up by Sam Merrill has got to be an all-time low. I mean, are you kidding me, Wiggins? DeAndre Hunter goes right at Burks. Can't get it to go inside. Rebound tracked down by Wiggins. Outlet to Davion Mitchell. Here he comes out in transition. To the rim. Layup. Blocked. But they're going to say a goaltend on DeAndre Hunter. Good call by the officials for the goaltend. Heat back within 7. Closest it's been this half. They trailed by 8 at the break. Garland inside. Foul. They're going to call Davion Mitchell for a reach-in on the floor. So it'll be side out Cleveland with 4:45 to go in this third quarter. It's fascinating that they almost pair up Evan Mobley and Donovan Mitchell together, and then Jarrett Allen and Darius Garland. When you watch their rotations, both of them stay in together. Both of them come out together in those two-man groups. after the starting lineup gets changed and then before closing time. Garland inside, hangs, floater, good. He'd have had no answers for Darius Garland today. 21 points, and we still have a lot of basketball left. Burks in the corner, guarded by Ty Jerome. Driving, kicking. Adebayo will try a three. No good. He's 0 for 3 from beyond the arc today. You just got to take it to make them at least respect you out there, and it's been an issue. Jerome, floater on Herro, good. Back down 11 after you got it down to 7. Heat getting crushed in the points in the paint battle, 40-26. They dominated Atlanta in that regard on Friday. Burks, corner 3, can't fall. Rebound DeAndre Hunter, outlets it to Garland, and here comes Cleveland in transition. Garland, killer crossover. But good recovery by Andrew Wiggins, knocks the ball out of bounds. It will stay with Cleveland. I mean, Ty Jerome, how impressive has he been this year, man? I can't talk about how good he's been. Not in this game, but this season for the Cavs. Point spread at the start of the game was 11.5. It's currently 13.5, so Heat holding ground in that respect. What did I say? Mitchell and Mobley back in. Allen and Garland take a seat. Jerome, step back 3 over Adebayo. Ill-advised shot, but Evan Mobley offensive rebound over Highsmith. Mitchell probing inside, hanging, and finishing. I mean, his finishes inside today have been otherworldly. It's been one of the most impressive games I have ever seen in terms of finishing in traffic. Herro working on Merrill. Step back. Fakes a 3. Swings it to Davion. Now Davion gets downhill. Takes a bump. Out to Wiggins. Right wing 3. Heat needed it but couldn't get it. And look at Donovan Mitchell track down the board. He has been everywhere. Oh, what a feed inside. But the Heat were able to just get a piece of it and hit it out of bounds. That will force a TO. Second break in the action of the third quarter. It will be Cavs ball with 2:47 to go in the third. Down 13 is Miami. We're 396 subscribers away from 22K. Can we get there for Andrew Wiggins? Maybe it can make the Heat better today and make Andrew Wiggins better. Come on. Hit that sub button. Hit that sub button. Daily Heat content. Videos in between each live show of the game. Come on. When we get to 22K, I'll be doing a beer bong. I want to get there today, but we got to get there by the end of the series. Andrew Wiggins, man. 4 TOs, 4-9 shooting. Can't happen. Herro having 19 points on 16 shots is not ideal either. Not ideal either. Not ideal. Can't happen, man. I mean, we've just been inefficient today. We've been doing good from 3. We're shooting 43.5% from 3. Problem is that we can't score. I'll be fascinated, Justin, tomorrow to look back at the shooting splits between Miami in the paint and to compare to other spots on the floor, because we can't get a shot to go inside. It's been jump shots or nothing, and I'll tell you what, folks, when you only rely on making jump shots for your offense, that is a sign of not being in the same league as the other team. And notice how Cleveland, everything they want inside.
Yeah, because off the top of my head, the only shot I can remember really inside is like a couple offensive rebounds.
Yeah, I mean, Herro really hasn't got anything going inside. Ware had the one putback. Adebayo, most of his work has been either offensive rebounds or mid-range shots. Wiggins has been basically all jumpers. That finish is still so tough. Heat down 13 with 2:40 to go in the third. Cavs have ball. Heat trail as much as 16 in this game. And for the first time, I believe we're going to see a Heat 2-3 zone. And they're going to call Haywood Highsmith for a foul. Yeah, I believe this is the first time Spo's gone to the zone today. We didn't see the zone against Atlanta on Friday. Probably because Trae Young's too good of a facilitator to let that happen. But yeah, we're at a zone, and it's a 1-3-1. Wow, don't see that often. Mobley inside on Bam. Great defense by Adebayo, forcing a miss. The altered look defensively pays off. Herro in the game. Duncan Robinson alongside him. Herro, Euro stepping, kicking. Duncan, gotta go. Doesn't shoot it. Now drives inside. Layup, missed it, but Bam is there for the putback. I mean, how does Duncan miss that shot? But no harm, no foul. DeAndre Hunter probing inside. Another player that's been really quiet misses, gets his own rebound, and lays it up and in. Wait, did he miss it? Oh, my God, he missed it. It was a point-blank layup. I just assumed it was going in. Heat catch a break there. Can they take advantage? Duncan, 3. They can! Heat back down with an 8 in a timeout called by Cleveland. Heat trailed by 8 at the half, and that's where we stand right now with 1:50 to go in the third quarter. Spam those fireball emojis. Cavs need a timeout. Come on. Heat not dead yet. How did he miss that? DeAndre Hunter off the bench today, Justin. 0 points and 0 of 4 shooting.
I don't think he's a very good player.
It's just strange. Like, to me, sometimes he looks like a 3-and-D monster, and then sometimes he looks garbage like this. Maybe one of the most inconsistent players in the NBA.
It just tells you how bad Okoro is, that he's a significant upgrade.
Yeah. Remember, they paid Max Strus 4 years, $64 million to become their starting 3. That's how bad they needed it. That was before DeAndre Hunter. That was the Isaac Okoro, okay, you're going to the bench, we're getting Strus. But, I mean, I was stunned in the moment when Strus got $16 million per year. But he's actually worked out for him.
I was going to say he's been okay this year.
Max Strus has been the only undrafted player that has risen up the ranks in Miami to leave and have equal or more success. Gabe Vincent, no. Caleb Martin, no. Kendrick Nunn, no. I mean, over the last 5-6 years, so many good undrafted players have become role players for the Heat in key postseason runs. They leave and they become garbage. Max Strus is the only one that hasn't. So get good for him. Donovan Mitchell bringing the ball up the floor here. I mean, no one guards him. He just walks into a 3. I mean, are we serious? We get it down to 8 again, and then we don't guard the best player on the fucking floor? Donovan Mitchell up to 25 points. Come on, man. Highsmith has it, top of the key. Gets it over to Adebayo. Hands off to Duncan. Back to Bam. Bam to the corner. It's Davion. He drives baseline, gives a bump to Mobley, finds a cutting Duncan Robinson for a layup at the end of the clock. Tough pass there by Mitchell, who was caught in no man's land, but bailed out by the cutting Duncan Robinson. 9-point deficit. Donovan Mitchell driving inside, turns it over. He'd have numbers. Davion Mitchell to the rack, trailing Highsmith. Corner three. Big shot! Haywood Highsmith. And the Heat hanging around find themselves down 6 with 45 to go in the third. Come on, get a stop and another bucket, and we're right in this game, folks. Ty Jerome crossing over, driving, fouled. Duncan Robinson, what do I always say about him? One of the biggest hacks in the NBA defensively. Can't defend without fouling. 2 free throws coming for Ty Jerome, and the Cavaliers successfully got a 2-for-1 opportunity as well. It's 79-85, Cleveland with 31 seconds left to go in the quarter. I will say, as Jerome makes the first free throw here, I am pleasantly surprised with the Heat's fight. I thought there's been some moments where they could have laid down with Donovan Mitchell moving well, Garland playing well, and this game got out of hand. But it feels like they've always had a response to keep themselves in it. They haven't been able to get it close, but they've kept themselves within striking distance. Are they going to be able to get over the hump? 87-79, 8-second differential, shot clock, game clock. Can the Heat get a bucket and a stop here to go into the fourth quarter? Herro working on Hunter. Over to Adebayo. Handoff to Duncan Robinson. 5 on the shot clock. Duncan lobs it to Bam. 2 on the clock. Bam, fadeaway, double-teamed. Mid-range shot, no. Rebound, battled for. Tipped around. Mobley grabs it. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. 3/4 court shot, won't go. And we're going to go into the fourth quarter with an 8-point game. It's 87-79. The Heat and Cavs split that third quarter 25 apiece. So the Heat avoided the third quarter drop-off that you've seen so often to keep themselves in this game going into the fourth. And it is fourth quarter time. Spam those fours. Get the pause in the air. I think we're going to have an interesting finish here, folks. All right, I know I give Macbon probably too much attention with his Bam hate, but him saying Bam fading away instead of passing to a wide-open Duncan, dumb. Dude, he caught the ball with 1.5 seconds on the shot clock. What the fuck do you want him to do? He had no choice but other to shoot it. That's just for you to say that just tells me everything I need to know, and I got to stop talking basketball with him. If you're watching the game alongside me, how in the world do you not want Bam to shoot the ball? He had no choice. He was double-teamed with 1.5 seconds left, and he caught the ball. Whatever. Spam those for us, folks. We'll showcase the super chat and then give some shout-outs. Justin with the 2. Will Herro score one more basket this game? I would have to say that. Yeah. Yeah, I would have to hope Tyler Herro scores again. Would have to hope so. Continue to spam those 4s. Hot Dog, AS, Vidbully, Yami, Chez, George, Jim, Florida, PB, Smorg, Clark, Monty, Coop, Tyman, Gino, Boy, Richard. Why do I love glazing Donovan Mitchell? How about I'm just admiring a really good basketball player that plays the right way? Tyman, Rome, Richard, Scenes, Macbox. Donovan Mitchell's been one of my favorite players in the league for a long time. It's why I've always wanted the Heat to trade for him. Dandyman, Ema, Hooping, Indigo, Vidbully. Keep on spamming those 4s. Get the pause in the air. I'm not rooting for him, but when he's just torturing you, what do you want me to do? What's up, Braylon? Spamming those 4s. PWD. Donovan Mitchell plays ethical hoops. Not a lot of foul baiting, just straight bucket getting.
Hey, most exciting watch, in my opinion.
Certainly one of them. I don't respect players that foul bait to get all their points. Now people are going to say I'm a hypocrite because I like SGA. Yeah, but I do like SGA. I don't think he does foul bait, but he's so tough in the mid-range. I love me a good mid-range guard. I'm sorry, I do. I know it's not the most efficient brand of basketball, but I do.
Hey, mid-range jumper is good in my book.
Mid-range plays in the playoffs. Just get a bucket. No one cares about the analytics. Just get a bucket in the postseason.
It's the 4-yard run in football. You need it. You want to win the game.
It's a good point. Got to have those 3-yard, 4-yard runs to set you up. Not pretty, but you need them. Another super chat from Justin. I can bet 600 on 20 plus right now for 11. What? There's no way him to get 20 plus points is 1100. That might be 20 plus points. That might be 20 plus points like in the fourth quarter. It's not going to be plus 1100 for him to score like one basket. That doesn't make any sense. I don't get that. Oh, I wouldn't do that. I mean, he's going to score, but why would you do that? What's the point of betting that? I think he'll definitely score, but why? Bam Adebayo sends a shot out of bounds. Donovan Mitchell tried to get inside. Bam with the block. Difference in this one, folks. Points in the paint. Cleveland with 44. Miami with 30. Isaac Okoro, wide open corner 3. No. Offensive rebound, Mobley. Back to Okoro. Oh, my God, he had a layup inside. He passed it up to a Mitchell 3 who couldn't knock it home, and Davion grabs the board. He's pushing the pace for the Heat and then throws it out of bounds. What is happening? Did the ball just get stuck in his hand? I mean, there was no pressure on the ball. He just threw it out of bounds. Sam Merrill, left wing 3. Open, no good. Rebound, out of bounds. I think that's off Duncan Robinson. That's what they're going to call it as. Duncan's incensed. Let's see if the Heat challenge it. I thought live it was off Duncan. The officials were going to talk it over. Oh, they're going to change the call to Miami. I don't know if that's the right call, though, Justin.
That doesn't make any sense. He tried to close it up.
Yeah, I don't know. You definitely see, Mobley hit it, but I think when, Duncan tried to close, it went off his fingers out of bounds. I'll take it, though. Heat ball down 8. And now we'll get a foul away from the ball on Cleveland. The Heat, I tell you what, it is I know everybody just says you get 2 games to win 1 as the road team in a playoff series. That's all you need. The goal is 1-1 back to your own building. But as the underdog, that first game is so important, in my opinion, to try to steal, because it's hard to win game 2. Miami did it last year against Boston, but it's difficult. Missed 3 by Duncan, rebound by Cleveland. They come the other way. Donovan Mitchell has it, guarded by Davion. Mitchell fouled. They're going to say on the floor, side out. How many fouls has he drawn without foul baiting either? He just feels the contact and goes up with it. So I guess maybe that's foul baiting, but I like the aggressive defense by Miami. I do think they need to do that. Just need to also know when to dial back a little bit. Ty Jerome driving. Good defense floater. Whoa. How did Ty Jerome get that one to fall? Down 10. The depth of the Cleveland Cavaliers wearing Miami down here in the second half. Davion Mitchell driving. Baseline. Finds a cutting Bam. Jumper from the free throw line. Good answer there by Adebayo. Good answer. 8-point game. 10 to go in the ball game. Heat still in a 2-3 zone. Donovan Mitchell, catch and shoot left wing 3. Good. Davion finds the curling Duncan. He's doubled over to Highsmith. Now inside the Bam. Cavs defense recovered. Adebayo faces up on Mobley. Jab step. Oh, really good shimmy shake move by Adebayo. And he puts it home. The Heat are hanging around that 8, 9, 10-point range. They can't get it closer, but they're also not going to get it down by more than that. I feel like it's been an 8 to an 11-point game for like 8 minutes straight. It's been wild. Ty Jerome inside. Swings at the Merrill. One more to Okoro. 3-pointer. You live with any Isaac Okoro shot. I think he's like 0 for 5. Might be 0 for 4. Him and DeAndre Hunter have been horrific off the bench. Davion Mitchell exploding by Mobley and finishes with the left hand. What a first step by Davion Mitchell. Miami within 7. How do you leave Jerome open from the corner and he buries it? Like, this is the stuff that makes you a 37-win regular season team. How do you get a made bucket and then let Ty Jerome with no one within 7 feet of him in the corner? What are we doing? Adebayo, top of the key, he's going to shoot a 3. The answer! Adebayo with the 3. His first of the game, he's 1 of 4. They've been daring him to shoot it. Heat down 7. Heat still playing the zone. Jerome probing inside. Back to the corner. They're going to let Okoro shoot again. And he misses again. They got to get him off the floor if you're Cleveland. Bam in transition. It works around to Mitchell, and Davion Mitchell will reset the offense. 8 to play here in game 1. Adebayo, guarded by Ty Jerome. Bam feeling it a little bit here. Bam, doubled in the corner, in trouble. Someone needs to cut. Wiggins, cut! Holy fuck! He has to put up a fall-away shot. No, if Wiggins cuts to the free throw line, we have an easy bucket. Andrew Wiggins has played a fucking terrible game. Duncan Robinson, off-ball foul, running into Sam Merrill. Like, Bam got doubled in the corner, and if Wiggins is standing left wing 3, if he darts to the free throw line, you either get it there or Bam is able to then swing it to the corner because someone has to pick up Wiggins to the free throw line. What is Andrew Wiggins doing, bro?
Crazy thing is, Mobley hanging out in the paint, waiting to double. So it's like you have all day to set up that cut, considering that he's playing so far. Like, he was on the other side before Bam even made the move.
The Ty Jerome just hit another 3. Back down 10. Herro back in for Miami. Ware comes in as well. Adebayo takes a seat. Wiggins driving. Caught in trouble. And they're going to say foul on the floor. 7.5 to go here in the final frame. 98-88. What did I say? The Heat had to keep this low scoring. The Cavs are on pace to score like 120 points, which is their season average in the regular season, but you can't allow that in the playoffs. Oh, they're going to say Wiggins was in the act of shooting, so he's getting free throws. He makes the first. I'm surprised by Wiggins making a free throw for once. Wiggins at the line for a second. Makes both. I feel like it's the first time I've seen Andrew Wiggins make 2 free throws in a row in like 3 weeks. 98-88. Or 98-90, excuse me. 7 minutes. Garland working inside, kicking it out to Jerome. Almost turned over, but he saves it from going onto the backcourt. Strus sets Jerome a screen. Jerome cooking Miami. Working on Herro. Driving. Floater. Fouled. I don't know if that's a foul. And I tell you what, I would be interested in challenging that. I don't know where the foul is. Spo is beside himself. He will not challenge. Jerome has just been killing you today. Former first-round pick, national champion for the 2019 Virginia Cavaliers. Bounced around between Phoenix, Oklahoma City, Golden State. Unable to really get any good run, and he was really, really poor. Was almost out of the NBA. Then signed with the Cavs in 2023. Played 2 games that season, but has been unbelievable this year. How about that? Went from playing 2 games last year to being arguably one of the most important players on the team this season, the 6th man.
That's not most improved.
They're going to give it to Cade Cunningham because the award has just turned into what lottery pick ultimately takes the next step. But it should be Ty Jerome. Also a Sixth Man of the Year finalist. Herro inside turns it over. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Sam Merrill brings it up. Heat need to get a stop here. 6.5 to play, down 9. Jerome swings it to Merrill. Corner 3. Good. And the bench of Cleveland just absolutely cooking us in this one. 102-90. Heat down 12. I mean, the difference in this game off the bench, dude. I want to look it up before we tell everyone about game time. Let me look. Bench points. Do they not show that stat on ESPN? Guess not. For the Cavs, they have 27 bench points. Actually, it's 27 apiece. But it's weird because all 27 are from Merrill and Jerome for the Cavs, and for Miami, it's spread out between 3 guys. All right, first time out of the fourth quarter. Heat down 12 with 6 and change to go. We are sponsored by Game Time. They're the official ticketing partner of the Heat Report, and if you want to go see the Heat play in Miami against the Cavs in Game 3 or Game 4, get your tickets with Game Time. Last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their lowest price guarantee. Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying NBA playoff tickets. Last-minute deals, if you're a procrastinator, good, because you could save up to 60% off buying last-minute tickets for sports, concerts, comedy shows, theater events, and more. They have so many other great features, all in pricing. Toggle this feature, and it shows you the total price of your ticket up front with no surprise fees at checkout. Also, get a full panoramic view from your seat in the app before you buy. Game Time is the best way to get your tickets. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last-minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. All right, 2,000 people in the building. Who you got? MIA for the Heat, CLE for the Cavs. The live poll, 1,200 votes, still going 60% Miami. I don't know how Miami is going to be able to come back in this game, because every time the Heat make any small push and dent into this lead, the Cavs right back at you with a couple threes. I am impressed, though. I truly do mean this, and this is going to sound bad because the Heat are down 12. I am actually impressed with Miami to a T today. I mean, the Cavs got everything working offensively. Now, some of it's because you've been playing some abysmal defense, but they've got everything working offensively, and you're still kind of there. They're shooting 50% from the field and 40% from three. Now, the reason why you're in this game is the Heat are shooting 48% from three. Correct. We're 13 to 27.
I don't think that bodes well. If you're shooting that well, it's still down 12.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are cooking offensively. All right, here we go. We're set up for a final 6.5 minutes here. Heat down 12. Cavs crowd on their feet, feeling it. Davion Mitchell, Herro, Wiggins, Highsmith, and Bam on the floor, the 5 that closed the game against the Hawks on Friday night. Davion Mitchell picks up his dribble, gets it to Wiggins. 4 on the shot clock. Step back, 18-foot, 2-point shot, no good. But Adebayo with the offensive rebound. Big-time second-chance opportunity for Miami. Worked around to Highsmith in the corner. Inside the Bam. A lot of contact. Bodies hit the deck, and Garland forces the steal. Jerome, pick and pop with Allen inside. Easy layup. Down 14. Danger zone for Miami. Davion Mitchell driving on Strus, gets to his right hand and finishes. His burst is really, really impressive. 5 minutes to go. Jerome probing, floater, goes and a foul. I mean, Ty Jerome, are you kidding? (106.92). Jerome misses the free throw. Rebound grabbed by Bam. And an offensive foul on Miami. We're very close to this game being over. Ty Jerome, guarded by Herro, gets a screen from Allen, loses the handle, gets it back, turns around, fade away. Are you kidding? Ty Jerome can't miss a shot. Davion Mitchell, the answer. I mean, my goodness. I love Davion Mitchell. They just said Ty Jerome has 17 of the last 21 Cavs points. You're losing to Ty Jerome. Can Tyler Herro take any pride defensively? Jerome from the logo. Oh, my goodness. Good night. 4 minutes to go, down 17. Ty Jerome just owned us. Davion Mitchell pick and roll with Adebayo. Bam at the mid-range. Back out to Davion. Jerome has 28 points. Davion Mitchell probing inside. Brings it back out. Swings at the Highsmith. Deep three for Haywood. No good. Strus with the rebound. I don't even know if they have to bring Donovan Mitchell back in this game. He's been on the bench over the last 3 minutes. How could you pull off Ty Jerome? The crowd is giving him a standing O in the middle of the game. That he just doubled Ty Jerome at half court to get the ball out of his hands. Sam Merrill missed a three. Rebound, Davion. He's in transition to the rim. Davion Mitchell with 6 straight points for Miami. Heat down 15, 111-96, 3:39 to go. Timeout, Cleveland. Not good stuff, man. Not good stuff. Just not good stuff. I told him not to take the bet. It's just not worth it. I think he was going to get a basket, but like minus 1,100 odds. Like, what is the point? By the way, unless they come back and win, no post-game video. We'll just do like a post-game-ish video tomorrow. He got to play picture-perfect basketball in the final 3.5 minutes. Anything less than perfection, and you lose by double digits. Tell you what, I am a little excited to go home today and watch Warriors Rockets, though. I do think the Warriors are going to win the series. I think they win in 6. I think they do, actually. I think Warriors win tonight. Rockets win Game 2. 2 in Golden State. Houston gets Game 5. Golden State closes it back at home.
I just trust in Jalen Green with money on the line.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is Jalen Green ready for playoff basketball? Is Alperen Şengün ready for playoff basketball?
I think the whole Jokic comp is overstated.
Oh, I think Şengün's a hell of a player, but I think it's egregious.
Two different levels when it comes to being aggressive on offense.
By the way, thoughts on your Clippers losing yesterday?
Dude, it was kind of bittersweet when my Clippers.
I was just kidding because you were so adamant about the Nuggets losing that series, which they still might. But
I like Westbrook, so
okay,
he played well.
Someone said on Twitter that he's basically just a question mark box in Mario Kart, and I like that. Whoever did that is the smartest human alive.
Someone made an edit with the music going after every little play.
That's good stuff. All right, back here in the final 4 minutes. Garland, deep 3. Good. Good night. Down 18 with 3 minutes to go. That's officially it. That is officially it in Game 1. Herro inside, running floater, and 1 for Herro. So he answers, but it's just too much. Too many points to overcome in 3 minutes with how well Cleveland's playing offensively. So Herro got the bucket that Justin almost did put. I don't think he did end up putting it on it, but I actually think the Cavs are challenging this. I think so. We'll give us time to look at a couple of super chats. A couple super chats from Justin and Christian. One of these super chats I don't understand at all, but Heat down 16 with 3 minutes to go. First super chat from Christian. The Rockets won. What are y'all talking about? This is the one I don't understand. The Rockets-Warriors game tips off in 20 minutes. So I don't know what he's talking about. There's some people are so... Sometimes, Justin, I question the future of this earth with how stupid some things become or are said. Moving on. Justin Dolge. Thank you for the super chat. I put the 6,000 on Cavs over 115.5 total points. I think you're going to get that one, my friend. .305 to go. Hey, 3:05 to go. They challenged that last foul call. Is it worth challenging that? I mean, there really was no contact, but is the 1 point really that different? Or are they saying Bam pushed Strus in the back and it's a foul on Bam? Is that what they're saying? Pretty minimal contact. I think so. That's pretty minimal contact, I'll say. So I think the challenge was successful because there's no foul, but the bucket by Tyler Herro will stand. So Herro gets the bucket. He hits the floater. No foul on Strus or Bam. Wow, Herro's neck. Who cut him this game? Earlier? Yes. That scratch on Herro's neck is crazy. Look at that thing. He's got one on his hand, too. Which, that always happens. I go to LA Fitness, and I leave LA Fitness with those kind of scratch marks on my wrist and forearms. I am usually a long sleeve hooper, I'm not going to lie. One time, someone's nails had to be so long, I legitimately wore a long sleeve shirt. And it actually didn't matter what I was wearing, because I was wearing a shirt. It doesn't matter if it was a long sleeve or not. I got scratched here. It went through the shirt, and it was like that. Now, my shirt didn't even rip, but somehow the nail went so into the shirt where it still made that big of a red mark. It was crazy. All right, I don't know what they were sorting out, but it is sorted out. So under 3 minutes to go, Heat down 16. Ty Jerome doubled. They get it to Jarrett Allen, who is fouled inside by Haywood Highsmith. Foul is on the floor. I am a solid hooper. I've been compared to young Kevin Love, and I've been compared to Peja Stojakovic. I'm not kidding. One time I was hooping at LA Fitness. Cavs are in the bonus, so they're getting 2 free throws. I made a couple threes, and someone's like, "Dude, this guy's playing like Peja Stojakovic," and I was like, "Okay, that's the weirdest but coolest player comp I've ever received." Jarrett Allen makes the first free throw, 115-98. Allen makes both. Who is the person who said, "I've watched so much NBA, trust me, the Heat are going to win this game"? I'm not going to be the guy that takes victory laps because the Heat lose, but I mean, there was a lot of false confidence in this chat tonight. And maybe that's part of being a fan, the delusion. But I, unfortunately, am a realist. I'm a realistic fan. I knew there was never a chance we win this game. I think the Heat ultimately lose the series in 5 games. I was very adamant about that. But I certainly did not think of the games the Heat could win, this would be one of them. Boy, the Heat just played 23.5 seconds of elite defense, and Garland hit a logo 3 to put him up 19. Adebayo looking to answer with a 3. Rattles in and out. I'd pull. I mean, I don't think the Heat are going to play hard here down the stretch, but I would pull your guys. And that's what's happened. Bench squad coming in with a minute and a half. Garland, 3. No. Herro rebound. And then he turns it over. And now the Cavs can wince and waltz away more time. Highsmith is going to foul Mitchell, and it's official. Heat are going to go down 1-0 in the first round series against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell is getting free throws, and then Kashad Johnson, Duncan Robinson, Kel'el Larson, and Nikola Jovic will come in. And Jaquez. Mitchell makes the free throw. Full line change for Miami. And a 20-point deficit the Heat face now. I knew I should have fucking bet Cavs minus 12.5. Nikola Jovic back on the floor for Miami for the first time in 6 weeks. You wonder if he could get into the rotation going forward I said it in the halftime portion of today's show. His size, playmaking, IQ, rebounding, and shooting is something Miami could desperately need in this game and in this series. So you wonder if Jovic gets some run today in the final minute, in the next couple of games, and then maybe play in game 2. Now, he did fracture his hand, and he is wearing some sort of brace on his right hand right now. I don't want that on the record. He's got some black brace on his hand. Jaquez driving on Jalen Tyson, kicking to Jovic. He'll launch a 3, an air ball. Who? Jalen Tyson? I really liked him at Cal. I thought the Heat could have taken him at 15 last year. Might have been a little rich, but he plays very similar to Caleb Martin, in my opinion. Tyson comes a bit short on that. Craig Porter Jr. in. Now Dean Wade. Wade driving on Jovic. I can't believe how badly Jovic airballed that 3, by the way. That was like a 2.5 feet off. Jovic in transition. Swings it to Larson. I got to be honest. I've watched 30 seconds of... Why did Jaquez... Whatever. That's the last minute of the game. It doesn't matter. I've watched 1 minute of Jovic. He airballed a 3 by 2.5 feet and then threw a cross-court pass with his left hand. Something tells me he might not be ready to play. And that right hand is not good enough to play. So I am not banking on him to play in the series going forward. Final. Heat lose 121-100. Same old story for Miami. They get into a playoff series against a high-octane team, a top team in the NBA, and they can't get to 110 points. 110 points is the threshold. You get to 110, you give yourself a chance to win. You barely eclipse 100, that's where you lose, and you get blown out. Final, 121-100. $5 super chat. We'll get this on screen. Still over 1,000 people watching. Appreciate everyone hanging out with us here. Lawnmower Balls, interesting name. Is Ty Jerome your twin brother? I do see the similarities. Me and Ty. If I had a little bit of a fluffy hair thing rocking with a fade, I could see it. You know who I've been people have said I look like Ty Jerome. It's not actually the first time I've gotten that, believe it or not. I got it when he was in college in Virginia. I got that as well. You know who else I got? Someone tell me that I look like? Sam Howell.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know who actually said it? You know who Cynthia Freeland is? The NFL, I don't know if she still works there. The NFL Network girl. I think you would know her if you saw her.
Probably.
We interviewed her when I was in college on Radio Row, and we were talking before his draft class at the Super Bowl about the QB class of Malik Willis, Howell, Pickett, and talking through the quarterbacks. And I was talking about, like, I'm higher on Sam Howell than some of these other guys like Kenny Pickett. And she goes, you kind of look like Sam Howell. Probably the peak of my career. My goodness, tough game for Miami, man. We'll look at some stats. If not, we'll get out of here on this Easter Sunday and let y'all enjoy the rest of your night as it's 9:30 on the East Coast. Leading scorer for the Heat was Adebayo. He had 24 points, 9 boards, 1 block, 2 steals. Herro finished with 21. 4 second-half points from Tyler Herro is just unacceptable. Kel'el Ware 3 boards in 20 minutes. That's unacceptable. Davion Mitchell had 18 points and 9 rebounds on 8 of 12 shooting. Is that the most, like, forgettable 18-point, 9-assist game on 75% shooting in NBA history. Eight points for Duncan, 7 points for Heisman. I tell you what, if the Heat want to have a chance in this series, Andrew Wiggins has to be better. Andrew Wiggins, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 4 turnovers. Worst plus minus on the team. Andrew Wiggins was bad today. Andrew Wiggins was bad. You shot 41.9% from 3, and you lost by 21. By the way, the Cavs shot the same exact percentage from 3, 41.9. They made 18 of 43. What was our key to victory? I mean, listen, I'm not going to try to tell you that what I say is the gospel. I will not try to act like that. I watch a lot of basketball, as Rome March would say, and I just look at the analytics and I look at what I think could happen. What were my 4 keys to victory? 1, muddy the waters. Keep it a low-scoring game. You get it above 110, you got to keep it in the low 100s. 121 points. You're not going to be able to score 121 points against the Cavs consistently in the series. What was number 2? You have to crash the offensive glass and create second chance opportunities. You had 11 offensive rebounds today. Cleveland had 14. You got out-rebounded 42 to 37. You can't lose the rebounding battle. You can't do it. What was another key to victory in the series? You have to run them off the three-point line. The Cavs made 18 threes. You are not going to win when your opponent, who is as good as Cleveland is, makes 18 three-pointers at home. Will not happen. And then the other one was play with a little bit of a quicker pace, which, listen, the Heat scoring 40. Like, you look at the quarters for Miami here. They had one good offensive quarter. Quarter 2. 24 first quarter points, 25 third quarter points, 21 fourth quarter points. Major, we don't agree on a lot. This is one of the things that you and I agree on. You and I agree on that. You could just cycle through these. Still got 700 people change watching. Justin cycling through some of the stats in this game on screen. If you guys have any thoughts on the game, let me know. In the chat, super chat, we'll get your thoughts on screen. We could talk. Next game for Miami is Wednesday night in Cleveland, 7:30 Eastern Time, 6:30 Central Time on NBA TV. We'll be live for that game on Wednesday. I mean, they're two guards. I mean, look at this. Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland each shot above 55% from the field and combined for 57 points. No chance. Had no chance. Brutal, brutal, brutal. I'm trying to find photos from this game. I can't find any on Twitter. Should not be this difficult. Oh, man. We got smoked. Mark Wayne. Now it's making me feel like we won those 2 games for no reason. We better win next game. I mean, I'm telling you. Listen. Like I said, I'm not going to go back and do victory laps because the Heat are losing. But what was I saying for the final 2 months of the season? And what was I saying going into the play-in? It would be better if the Heat lost. Because you are just going to make the playoffs to be a whipping boy for the Cleveland Cavaliers. You might win 1 game. I don't think you're winning 2, and you're certainly not winning 4. And fans let games against a horrible Bulls team and a horrible Hawks team fool them into thinking they had a chance in this series. You know who did not get fooled? Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. People are asking me about the offseason. Unbelievable. Same people that were cheering and begging for the Heat to make the playoffs. It took 1 game for them to realize how much of a shit show we're going to be in for. We're going to give it a minute. If no super chats come in, we're probably going to sign off. NHL playoffs started. Are you an NHL guy? No. Stars got walloped yesterday. When do the Panthers series start? Shouldn't that start soon? Oh, there, Tuesday. Why is the Panthers Lightning series starting when every game is already played? Like, game 2s are playing. That doesn't make any sense. The playoffs started Saturday and Sunday in the NHL, but the Lightning Panthers series doesn't start until Tuesday. I think it's in Florida. But I don't understand. How could you have playoffs start on Saturday and have 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, before a playoff series starts? That's crazy. No one cares about what the NHL is doing. Is that true? I find that hard to believe. Oh, yeah. All right, no super chats came in. We're going to head out. We'll see you with a video tomorrow. I'll probably make a video about what Miami needs to do from game 1 to game 2 to make it more competitive. And then on Tuesday, we'll probably have a video about the Heat's draft pick. Because, remember, they have the Warriors pick, even though they don't have their own pick anymore. The Warriors pick they do own. It is in a tie for 18, 19, and 20. And I believe, based off what I've heard, the drawing for that spot is happening tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So tomorrow afternoon, we will likely find out who and where the Heat end up picking. It's either going to be 18, 19, or 20. Let's hope it's 18. But we'll find that out tomorrow, I believe. And we'll have a video about that on Tuesday. All right, peace out, everyone. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the stream. 55,000 people tuned in. You guys are legends. Appreciate Jesus Batista. I'll see you guys with videos tomorrow and Tuesday. I'll see you back again live for Game 2 on Wednesday night. Peace out. Go Heat.